We are live here, Game 2 of the season for your Rochester Raging Rhinos tonight in not so beautiful Miami, Florida, where they take on the Miami FC. Soccer Sam Fantuzo here filling in for the Don of Radio Broadcasting, Don Stevens, with my boss. I'm going to call you the boss, man, Matthew Ford. Matthew, I had a great time with you the other day at the beach. We were watching girls get their heads braided. I got my back hair braided. It was different. We're here. The Rhinos are on the field right now. They're wearing their white with the black. They're on your right side of your radio or computer. And Miami in blue, because they're the Blues, makes sense to me, are on your left. Doyle in the nets with the nice red shirt. Scott Vallow, our captain, is wearing the black with the white socks, looking good. Looking for Andrew Schmidt, the equipment manager, to give him some water because it's pretty hot out there.
Yeah, it's very humid. The field is very slick. The rain has stopped for now, but there's a lot of surface water. The ball's going to slide around a lot. It's going to be difficult to keep the ball under control. Probably going to see a lot of mistakes because of that tonight, so hopefully the Rhinos can limit theirs and pounce on mistakes made by the Miami defense in particular.
Tonight, our view is a lot better than it was the other night. Unfortunately, it rained pretty hard, and the field lines are kind of disappeared here, so see if that has any effect on anything important in the box. You talked about the other night how the Rhinos dominated play in Puerto Rico outside of the box. Tell me about that.
Yeah, we just kept possession very well. From box to box, we played very well. A couple of defensive lapses where we didn't clear the ball well or we didn't get enough men behind the ball that cost us 2 goals. And in the attacking third, particularly in the 18-yard box, we didn't finish well. And a lot of guys put their hands up after the game and said, I should have done better in that situation, and we've got to be a little sharper in front of goal tonight.
Well, it looks like the Rhinos won the toss. Matthew Delicat and Hamad Diallo over the ball right now, waiting for the referee to whistle. And we don't have the referees' names. I know a lot of you are really into that and the linesmen stuff, but why don't you say the names of the guys from the other night? Here we go, baby. Game 2 for the Rhinos in Miami. And goes all the way back to the defense. And number 17, Scott Palguda, takes the ball over to Kiwi Aaron Lyons. I'm sorry, it's Stephen Black over to Kiwi Lyons. Over and to Deli with the ball right now. Going up the flank and taken by the defender, Chris Williams, all the way back. They call him the big smoothie here in Miami because he's smooth. And look who this gentleman younger goes over. And Aaron Lyons gets stripped of the ball right now. Miami takes control of the ball around the middle of the field. Offsides. Yes, it is. Offsides for Miami. Scott Vale kicks it just to play it safe. The referee doesn't stop play. The linesman had his flag up. Zinho with the ball right now, looking around, and look who stole the ball there. My man Novak stealing the ball, going back to Chris Aloisi. Aloisi with the ball right now, going back to Novak. Novak takes on his man on. Nice move. And it looks like it's going to be a free kick for the Rhinos.
Yeah, Novak did a great job turning his man. He received the ball from Aloisi, let it run through his legs, spun his man, and this guy brought him down. We got a free kick about 40 yards out on the right side of the field.
Good call there. I'd say 41 yards out, but close enough. Kiwi Lyons over the ball right now, looking around. And Kenny Bertz getting into the box right now. Palguda's the only man back. He is on Luchi Gonzalez, former Herman Trophy winner. The ball's up into the box. Deli tries to get it. And Miami takes over here. Gonzalez with the ball right now, goes wide. And it looks like it's going out of bounds. Bad pass. He's looking for Zinho. Zinho's a little lost out there without Romario. Those guys played together for like 20 years, maybe even longer. They say they're in their 30s, but we'll see about that. Throwing for the Rhinos, Matthew Delicat mistraps it. It goes over to Eric Vasquez of Miami, and he is taken down hard by Kenny Bertz with the white shoes on. I like the white shoes. A couple white shoes guys out there. Shirley Black's got the white things working on the back. You fans are going to love Steven Shirley Black. Good player, great player. Offsides again for Miami. And this time, the referee calls it, but he calls a push on the Rhinos. So Miami with their first free kick of the game.
They're about 35 yards out on their right side of the field, pushing them back as the ball was received.
Yallow's in front of the ball. He has some great jumping abilities here. We saw him at practice today working on his headers. He jumps up. It goes over him. T-Bone Bonsu with the clear with a header, and it's cleared somewhat out of play here, out of danger at least for the Rhinos. Miami with possession right now, and it's kicked right off of one of our players.
Novak.
There we go. Novak over there, number 8 for the Rhinos. Throw in for Miami. Looked like an illegal throw in, but the referee says, hey, it's a little wet, I'll let it slide. And Miami's just playing it all the way back to their defense. They're on their defensive end of the field. Kind of a long ball there over Black. And Miami with possession here. They're turning around. And Johnny Minyonger gets the ball. Minyonger with the ball right now. And takes down Zinho. And you know the referee's going to protect him. Johnny Minyonger last year was so privileged to play against Zinho and Romario, guys that he grew up loving.
Both teams right now are having a difficult time getting the ball down, controlling it. It's running away from them. That's why we're seeing so many free kicks already. Guys are losing the ball with their first touch and committing fouls with their second. All
right, Zinho here with a free kick. 35 yards out or so. Minyonger, Novak in front of him. Ball goes up into the box. Clear by Deli. Nice header. Somebody was holding on to his shirt here. And I see the offsides flag again. Nice. Rhinos will be kicking this one out of here. It is tough to play in this kind of weather.
Yeah, it is. Again, everyone's having a tough time getting the ball down. The Rhinos just need to settle, I think, and knock the ball around, keep possession at the back, and build. We've kind of tried to rush the offense a little bit. Balls played into forwards. They're a little hot on this surface and been hard to get a hold of.
Soft play, baby. You got to play the soft play. You got to treat the ball like an egg. Gentle. Here we go. Val with a kick. Nice to right over to Palgudo. Palgudo, nice little chip over to T-Bone. And Miami grabs possession in the middle of the field. Polito with the ball. Goes all the way back to his midfielder. And here we go. A little trip here. Black takes down Stephen Giam.
Again, Black was a little late there. Nice 1-2 by Miami. They went around him. He came in and caught his man late after he played the ball. Again, Zinho's all over the ball. They're about 40 yards out on the right side of the field. He's going to deliver a dipping in, swinging free kick like he did just a couple of minutes ago, which caused some danger in the Rhinos' box.
All right, this time T-Bone lines up with Minyonger. I'm sorry, it's Diallo and Minyonger. Callaway's right behind Zinho saying some things. The ball's up, goes in the box, and Vallo scoops it right up. Scotty Vallo. I'm not sure. Do you call that a shot? Or is that a
No, that was a cross. No, it was a cross. That wasn't a shot.
All right. A cross that kind of just went through a bunch of guys and ended up in Scott Vallo's hands. Scott throws the ball down. He's going to look around to kick it. No pressure at all by the Miami FC team, the Blues. 6 minutes into the game right now. Set your clocks. It's up. Nice little header by Johnny Minyonger. Goes way up in the air over John Jacques. And now Deli in the box here. It bounces over Deli. Back to Diallo. Diallo goes back to Minyonger. Minyonger takes on 2 guys. Deli back to Minyonger to Diallo. And it looks like an offsides play by the Rhinos. Looks that way.
Yeah, Johnny Minyonger had an opportunity there to take a left-footed shot from the edge of the box, and he cut it back onto his right foot. Tried to slip it through to Deli, and Deli, I believe, was offside on that one.
That one touch too many.
Yeah, in these conditions, you've got to take those shots from the edge of the box. It's going to be tough for the keeper to hold on to them.
Here we go. Long kick by Doyle. And it goes out of bounds. A little sloppy there. And it'll be a Rhino throw-in. We'll see who's going to throw this in. Oh, it's Chris Aloisi. New Rhino number 3. Great player so far that I've seen. Deli with a little flick, gets it back, goes back to Johnny Minyonger. Minyonger spins a couple guys, comes back around. Minyonger taking on 3 guys right now. Took on Zinho. Gives a nice through ball to Diallo, but it was stolen by the Miami defender, J.P. Rodriguez. And then goes back to Kenny Bertz. Bertz all the way back to Johnny Minyonger to Diallo. Diallo's had some time here. Looks for the quick cross there in lines, but Doyle comes out and scoops it.
Johnny Minyonger did well there to free Diallo. Another clever run into the corner. Diallo got there first and managed to get a low cross in. But Doyle came out and scooped the cross up.
He's explained it so well. I'm really impressed with you, Executive VP, boss man. Header here. Back to the live play. Kenny Bertz kicks the ball up in the air. And looking for Aaron Kiwi Lyons, who also had a great game the other night. It looks like it went off of the Miami defender's Guillaume's arm, but the referee says Miami throw in, so we'll take that. Palguda heads it back out, and it'll be another throw in. at the 8th minute mark here in Miami, Florida, where the score is still 0-0. Zico on the ground here. Nice cross in the box, and Val just snags it. No problem. Hands up. I love he's got those big white hands. Says, hey, I got those big white gloves. Stay away from me. Steven Guillaume with the nice cross there, but nobody there for Miami, and Val takes it.
It's always good for a keeper's confidence to come out and collect that first cross. That was a pretty high ball. Val was uncontested, but caught it comfortably. Now he's about to play the ball out of the back from 10 yards outside of his box. Goes up to Deli. Deli's head is like the target on this field. Everyone's looking for Deli's head, and he just skinned off of his head there and went over to T-Bone Bonds, who's playing some head ball stuff right now. T-Bone goes back to Kenny Bertz. Bertz kicks it up the line there to Novak. Novak with the ball. And looks like it's going to be a throw-in. Miami throwing about 10 yards inside our half. And John Jack kind of like walking up the field here with the ball. The referee doesn't say anything, so he's just taking advantage of it. John Jack goes all the way back to J.P. Rodriguez. And he goes all the way back to Chris Doyle, who's got a lot to prove here. This is the team that put him out of commission for the rest of the season last year. I think it was like July 14th or so at Paytech Park. And didn't play much in preseason because of that injury, but he's back now after some knee surgery. And Chris Aloisi gets the ball, kicks it out of bounds, and a Miami throwing again. It looks like, I tell you, John Jack's struggling with his throw-ins. I can't believe the ref's allowing that. Some illegal throw-ins, back to 12 and under days here. Black with a long ball to Deli. Deli tries to head it to himself. He did that a lot the other night in Puerto Rico. Worked well for him. Passes it to himself. Yeah, Deli played very well. He held the ball up well. He flicked it on well to other people. And he'll be a target man again tonight. Deli kicks the ball to himself, and I talk to myself. So we both have some issues. Back to the live play here. It is Johnny Minyunger, the captain, the former captain of the Liberian national team. Father of two, great player. All-star in this league for years. Johnny goes all the way back to Kenny Bertz. Kenny Bertz has got the Roman number 4 tattoo on his arm, his forearm, and now he's got the Bertz on the back. Man's looking good. Looking styling and profiling. And here we got Diallo's taken down. It's going to be a throw-in. It looks like a throw-in for the Rhinos. I think the referee gave a free kick. Wide on the left side for the Rhinos. Aaron Lyons is over the ball. About 5 yards inside the Miami half. Right in front of the Miami coach. I won't even ask you his name. I don't know that I could tell you his name if you ask me, Sam. We both struggle with it. Brazilian coach here, and it looks like Aaron Kiwi Lyons taking possession. Again, playing that strong number 10 type player, taking a kick here. Up in the box. Goes to the Miami defender, and it's a clear by Miami. Polindo tries to head it over. Right over to Nacho Calcagno. And Calcagno loses it. Goes over to Jean-Jacques. Jean-Jacques heads it back, and sloppy play right now, Matthew. Very sloppy. Yeah, we mentioned the field conditions, how wet it is, the rain's coming down again, but it's real windy as well, and the ball's swirling up in the air. It's difficult for the guys to read where it's actually going to drop, and because of that, there's a lot of sloppy play. Kenny Bertz right around the midfield line area, goes all the way over to Aaron Lyons. Lyons a nice little trap, goes back to Black. Black looks over for a nice little chip ball to Lyons, and it looks like Miami takes control here. And Zinho with the ball right now temporarily. Goes over to Luchi Gonzalez. Gonzalez, it was definitely offside, but no, they're calling it. Nacho Calcagno kicks it pretty wide there. Yeah, it was a great chance for Miami. They broke the offside trap played by Rochester. It looked like he was offside. Linesman didn't put his flag up. Nacho went through about 12 yards out, and he just blazed it high and wide. Coach Galloway's talking to the linesman right now. That definitely was offsides from our angle, but they didn't call. But Nacho got a little excited there. Young man, Argentina, American. His family's from Argentina. And here we go. Scott Vallow with kick here. 13th minute mark. The score is 0-0. So those of you that are keeping track here, get that stopwatch on your wrist there. It's
13th minute mark. Johnny Minyanger with the ball right now. Johnny Minyanger goes all the way back to Kenny Bertz, one of our best defenders last season, and doing the same thing this year to Chris Aloisi with a long through ball to Novak. Novak up in the air. Nice jumping to Bill Minyanger. He loses in front of the ball. Oh, wait a minute. Guillaume lost the ball. Novak had a chance in the box. It looked like a simple clear for Guillaume.
Again, great combination play between Aloisi and Novak. Ball down the line by Aloisi. Novak won the ball in the air with his head, followed up, and as Guillaume tried to clear it, totally miskicked. Novak looked like he was in, but Guillaume was able to put the ball out for a corner kick.
First corner kick for the Rhinos. It's up in the air. It's lines. Clear there by Jean-Jacques. A lot of open room here for Miami in the midfield. Approaching the midfield line, here's Polindo. Polindo goes over all the way to Zinho. Zinho takes control. Cross in the box. A header. Off the bar. Off the bar. Linesman has the flag up. What a save again by Bill. Bill touched it twice. Once off the bar. Both times it was offside. And finally, the referee's looking over to the linesman who's had his flag up the whole time. Polindo had a lot of time here, got it to Zinho. Zinho got it over to Nacho Calcagno, crossed it in the box there, and it was just two shots. Val touched it once off the bar, and then it came back in front of the net to Calcagno. And what are they calling here? It's definitely offsides.
Yeah, it's a free kick for the Rhinos for offsides. When Zinho delivered the initial ball in and Nacho got his head on it, he was in an offside position. The ball hit the post, came back, there was a scramble. Another great save by Vallo, but it was all for nothing because the original cross in was offsides.
I said, all that energy, all that emotion for nothing. I hate when they do that to me. Why can't they look up here and see what we're talking about? Here we go here. Header by Delhi. And a clear by Miami. Back to Pelgudo. Pelgudo goes for a long ball to Diallo. Looks like it's going to go out of the bounds. And Jean-Jacques is going after the ball right now. And it's going to be a throw-in for Miami.
15 minutes in. And we have to say Miami have probably had the best of the play so far. The Rhinos are still struggling to get the ball down and settle it a little bit.
Here we go. Miami with the ball right now. Approaching the Rhinos box. It is Sean Cameron, a young man from Rutgers University, lost the ball there to Delhi. Delhi gets the ball over to Aaron Kiwi Lyons. The long ball to Diallo, and it goes out of bounds. It'll be a Rhinos throw-in. Here we go, Rhinos throw-in here. Aaron Kiwi Lyons. Don't call me Kiwi. Here we go, Lyons. Kind of tried to hit it off of Black's back. Didn't work out, but Pelgudo saved the day. Goes back to Lyons. Lyons in the ball across the Delhi in the box. And it gets cleared out by the Miami defender there. And back to Black. Black with the ball right now. And it goes out of bounds. And it will be a Miami throw-in. We are here in Miami, Florida. The score is 0-0. 17th minute mark. The Rhinos need this victory. Second game of the season for the Rhinos. Throw-in for Miami. And Zinho taking control of the ball. Goes all the way back to Guillaume. Guillaume with the ball. Long through ball to Polindo. John Polindo taken down. Or no, I'm sorry. He was holding on to Pelgudo's shirt. And it's the Rhinos' possession now. And Kenny Bertz takes it back to Chris Aloisi in their end of the field. Aloisi looks for the long ball to Diallo. Diallo looks like he's going to reach it. Yep, he gets it. Hangs on to the ball. He's going to try to spin Jean-Jacques if he could. Puts it into the box, but nobody's there for the Rhinos. And Thibaut Bansu with a nice header there. And Miami takes possession. Again, field conditions very wet, very sloppy. Both teams doing the best they can under these conditions. Cameron for Miami tries a nutmeg. Pelgudo doesn't happen. And he just got taken down. Looks like by Kiwi Lions. It'll be a free kick for Miami in front of the Rhino bench. I'm sorry, that was Guillaume who got taken down, Matthew.
Yeah, again, sloppy defending by the Rhinos. We've given the ball away too much. Laurie won't be happy with our play so far. We've got to settle it, start hitting the forwards' feet, keep a little bit of possession, and build our attack up the field.
Guillaume with the ball right now. A lot of guys in the box looking for a ball. He keeps it on the ground there, and Zinho tried to get it and spin with the captain armband. Didn't work out. Black clears it long for Diallo. Diallo put a little pressure on Doyle. Doyle comes out, and Nice little pass over there to John Jack on Doyle's left side of the field. John Jack with the ball right now. Coming down that flank. Looking for a long through ball. And again, sloppy play right to Scott Ballo, the captain. Scott Ballo.
It's pretty tight play by both defenses so far in the game. The Rhinos have for the most part, done a good job keeping Nacho and Gonzalez quiet. And Deli and Hamed have not been given too many chances either. It's kind of shaping up to be one of those games that a mistake is going to win the game or lose the game for you.
Little late slide there by Steven. Don't call me Shirley Black, but the referee says play on. It'll be a Miami throw-in. Zinho with the ball right now, taking control in front of the Rhino bench. Goes over to Lucci. Gonzalez. Zinho with the ball again, and man, this referee's just calling every little touch. Another kick. 19th minute mark. 0-0. Miami's going to have a free kick here. How far out do you think that is, Matthew?
I want to say it's 30 to 35 yards out. Zinho standing over the ball. It's probably the most dangerous position they've been in Miami this half, as far as the Rhinos are concerned. And if I was standing over the ball and I was Zinho, I'd be dipping something that's going to skip off the ground. In these conditions, it's going to be hard for Vallo to keep his hands on it, so we'll see what he does.
Well, two of our tallest players are in the wall there. Matthew Delacotte and T-Bone Tenawa Bansu, along with a few other Rhino players here, trying to build a nice wall for Mr. Vallo. Vallo's signaling, go right. Here you go, guys. Listen up. Listen to me. Aaron Lyons is kind of directing the wall next to Black. And Diallo's in the wall also with one of the Miami players, Lucci Gonzalez. And here we go. Let's see who's going to kick this here. It's kicked. It's nice shot by Zinho. Shot by Zinho. Looks like it kind of flicked off of somebody, but Scott Vallo snagged it.
Yeah, he tried to put it over the wall. It dipped over the wall down at Scott's left post, but Scott got across, covered it well. It was really no problem for him.
Aaron Lyons with the ball right now. Goes over to Johnny Mignonger. Mignonger with the ball. And back to Lyons, and got taken there by Polito. Nice through ball by Polito. Vallo comes out. Way out. It's bouncing. And it goes wide. Wow. Polito with a nice through ball. So it looks like Lucci Gonzalez, but Vallo had to come way out of his box, Matthew.
Yeah, Scotty did great there, actually. He anticipated it well. The Rhinos back four were a little flat. Ball was threaded behind them. Vallo came out, and as he went to clear it, it hit Gonzalez probably on the knee or the shin and bounced towards the goal, but just went wide.
That's the second time that's happened so far for the Rhinos. A chance earlier on by Calcagno, now by Lucci Gonzalez, former MLS player. And both times, I guess we were kind of lucky there. But Vallo did a great job coming out and putting some pressure on. Nice boot by Vallo up in the air. It's going to be a throw-in for the Rhinos. Chris Aloisi approaching the sideline there to do the throw-in thing. Goes over to T-Bone Banzu, back to Aloisi. Aloisi going to Novak. Novak tries to spin his player. John Jack with the ball right now. John Jack spins Novak and comes up the flank. Gets hit a little bit. And it will be a kick for Miami.
22nd minute of the game. Rhinos have racked up 6 free kicks already, which kind of shows you how often the referee's been blowing his whistle. And it's kind of spoiling the game a little bit. There's not a lot of flow to it. Hopefully he keeps his whistle out of his mouth and we can see some nice soccer.
All right, Steven Giam coming up his flank. They're in the Rhino area right now. Polito in the middle. John Polito going wide. Back to John Jack. John Jack looks over to Eric Vasquez. Vasquez goes all the way back to Chris Williams, Big Smoothie. And he goes to his other defender, J.P. Rodriguez. They're way back now. Rhinos' offense is putting some serious pressure on Miami's defense. Zinho gets taken down. The referee does not say play on. It will be a Miami kick. Zinho laying there. Got hit late by Palguda.
There's actually T-Bone right behind him. T-Bone's job today is to mark Zinho tight, and he did just that. Committed a foul that time. But wherever Zinho goes today, T-Bone's going to be right behind him. It's going to be in his back pocket, as they say.
I wish I had my camera at halftime. That'd be interesting. Sitting in this locker room. What are you doing next to me, T-Bone? Oh, I'm sorry. Here we go. Kick. Midfield line. Polito tries to get it over to Nacho Calcagno. And Kenny Bertz with the header out of bounds. And it will be a throw-in for Miami FC, the Blues. Luchi Gonzalez over to Guillaume with a long kick there. It looks like Eric Vasquez tries to cross into the box. Kenny Bertz kicks it, kind of miskicks it, goes back, and Chris is there, Aloisi to clear it. Novak gets it, tries to kick it long, miskicks it. In front of the box, Zinho right in the box. A shot by Miami. Sean Cameron, and a great save by Valo. 24th minute mark, Scott Valo with another great save there. And Cameron, the youngster from Rutgers University, Brooklyn, New York born, with a great shot there for Miami. Miami doing the youth movement this year. Half their team is 24 and under, age-wise. And here we go. Long ball there by Polito, looking long for Nacho Calcagno. Back to Polito. Looks for Zinho. Zinho with T-Bone on him. Goes over to Polito. Polito looks around, spins around, comes back, and look at here. Diallo and Deli kind of running into each other, but Johnny Minyanga is going to take possession. No! On the ground, a backslide there by one of the Miami players, and Miami takes possession here. Miami's still on their side of the game, of the field. Miami goes wide for the defender, Guillaume, who's overlapping a lot to Zinho. Zinho spins Palguda once, twice, in the middle of the field there. He spins, number 9 there for Luchi Gonzalez, kind of got stuck in the ground there. Look for the spin move, and got stuck in the quickstand. And Miami still with possession here. John Jack overlapping on the far left flank. Goes back, cross in the box, and Valo takes it easy. Smooth.
Again, the Rhinos really struggling to get the ball out of the back and hit their attackers. They're playing into the wind, the ball's swirling, it's difficult. Miami are playing with the wind, and they seem to be having a better time of playing the ball on the ground and getting it to players' feet. 26-minute mark, 0-0 here in Miami. It looks like it's raining a little bit, but not too bad. The Rhinos are playing well, but it is a sloppy play out there by both teams right now. Black with the ball right now, looks over to Aaron Lyons. Lyons the ball back to Black, back to Lyons. Lyons with a great cross in the middle of the field. Deli, oh man! Matthew Delicott had a chance, but Dell just came way out and stole the ball right from Matthew Delicott's foot. Yeah, great interplay there between Lyons and Stephen Shirley Black. A little 1-2. Lyons spun out. Black put him in behind. First hand cross by Lyons, and Deli was almost on the end of it.
All right, Deli with the ball now. Little kick there by Johnny Minyanga. Back to Deli. Novak kicks it off of a defender, a Miami defender, and Chris Aloisi into the play now. T-Bone gets the ball, goes all the way back in the midfield line to Kenny Bertz. Bertz looking for Novak. Novak tries to keep it in. He does keep it in. Great job on that. But John Jack steals the ball from Novak, and they're in the Miami area right now. Long kick. Midfield line. Zinho goes up for it. Zinho gets possession of the ball. Taking on T-Bone. T-Bone's on him hard, and Johnny Minyanga comes from way back and kind of kicks the ball away from Zinho. And T-Bone gets the ball to Minyanga. Minyanga looks around. He sees Aaron Lyons to his right. Aaron Lyons with the ball right now. Tries to go back to Palguda, and they get the ball stolen. 2 Miami guys here. A little break, but Kenny Bertz is on it. It is Miami with the ball right now. Luchi Gonzalez and Kenny Bertz. And the referee calls it a dive. Nice call by the linesman. Luchi Gonzalez went down hard by Kenny Bertz, but it looked like a dive. And the referee is talking to Coach Callaway. Coach Callaway is very upset by that play. And I guess they called it now a Rhino throw-in, Matthew.
Yeah, he definitely went down very easily. Kenny put a lot of pressure on him. He was against the sideline.
The Rhinos take possession here. Matthew Delicott with the ball. And from behind, it was Polito kicking the ball, and it went out of bounds. It'll be Rhino ball again. Good thing we don't have to keep track of how many times the ball goes out of bounds, because I'll tell you, it's sloppy out there. It's a wet ground. Florida-type grass when it gets wet. It's very slippery. Really short turf. Real grass, but it's a short type of grass, Florida-type grass. And Black Steven, don't call me Shirley or Ralph Black with the ball right now with the throw-in for the Rhinos. Rhinos wearing their white jerseys with the black numbers, black shorts, white socks. Miami all blue, and they are the Blues. And Black with a chance right now for a cross in the box. Open is Novak. He heads it back to Johnny Younger. He kicks it. It goes, oh, baby. Doyle comes out. Johnny didn't get all of it. He tried to, bounce it, like you said earlier, get a low ball, but it kind of went right to Doyle.
Great throw by Lyons. It got Stephen Shirley Black in. First time pass to the far post. Novak headed it back. Minyonga hit it first time.
Cameron here now for Miami. Just a sloppy cross. Just goes right from one end of the field to the other, out of bounds at 29th minute mark, where the score is still 0-0. We're here in beautiful Miami, Florida, where it's warm, but it's cloudy and wet, but better than some other weather I've heard about. In Rochester, New York, a lot of snow coming, Matthew.
Yeah, I think it's ugly up there. We're going to have a tough time getting back tomorrow, but lots to focus on here tonight.
All right, here we go. It is Luchi Gonzalez in the corner there. And Deli gets possession of the ball. Matthew Denacock. Matthew goes all the way back. Matthew gets the ball again. Goes to Diallo. And Diallo gives it back to Delicott. And they try to play to Chris Aloisi, and a little miscue there by the forwards. And Miami takes possession right now. JP Rodriguez goes all the way over to the other side to his other defender, Stephen Guillaume passes it to Cameroon. Cameroon with the ball right now, looking around for Zinho, their target player, wearing number 10 for Miami with the captain's band. Jean-Jacques with the ball, goes back to Rodriguez. And a nice little Aaron Kiwi Lions got in the way there, but Polindo takes control. Polindo's got some nice foot magic. Nice try to go with a through ball there to Luchi Gonzalez. Gonzalez and Nacho Calcagno, very dangerous up top for Miami. Getting a lot of space there. A nice little run here on the far side by the Miami defender, Jean-Jacques, but Vallo takes the cross and just nice easy play there. Tossed by Vallo to Kiwi Lions. Lions are defenders hanging on to the Lions shirt, but he goes over to Diallo. Diallo has a chance now to take on a player. Gives it back to Aaron Lyons. Give and go. In the box there. Deli with a chance. Doyle loses the ball. Deli with the ball. No, Doyle snags it. What a play by Diallo. Diallo releases the ball so quick in the box. Deli read it well. Slipped on the ground. Kicked it a little bit, but Doyle snagged it.
Two good chances for the Rhinos in the last 3 minutes. Minyonga shot, and then we just saw a great combination between Lyons and Diallo. Another first-time cross. Deli made a great run to the near post, slid in, got a good foot on it, and Doyle did well to smother it.
You're doing a fantastic job, Matthew Ford, Executive Vice President and now temporary color commentator here for the Rhino Radio Network or Broadcast Network. Soccer Sam Pantuzo filling in here for Don Stevens. Hopefully you guys are following the Amherst in Rochester. They're going deep into the playoffs. They're taken down here. Oh, Black again took down Polindo. I'm sorry, that was Luchi Gonzalez. Gonzalez has Lucci on his back. Not his last name. Lucci, he's wearing number 9, and Polindo's number 8. And I'll get that right eventually. Goes all the way over to Jean-Jacques. Jean-Jacques goes over to Zinho. Zinho with the ball. Back to the midfield line. All the way back. And Deli's putting on the wheels, man. Matthew Delicott going hard on Doyle. And forced Doyle to kick it out of bounds. That's a beautiful play by Deli.
Yeah, good pressure. Kept the keeper on his left foot. He had to put it out of bounds. Now the Rhinos have a throw-in.
And Chris Aloisi gets the ball off the throw-in from Novak. Goes back to Novak. And Polindo reads it very well. And Miami takes possession here. Coming up the flank for Miami with a nice little pass there. And Luchi Gonzalez with the ball right now. Looks like Luchi still has possession. Goes over to Nacho Calcagno. And the Rhinos take possession. 33rd minute of the game. 0-0 in Miami. Your Rhinos, game 2 of the season for your Rhinos here in Miami, Florida. Diallo with the ball right now. Diallo approaches the box. Takes a hard, quick shot. Taken down from behind by the defender, J.P. Rodriguez. What are we calling here, ref?
It's a corner kick to the Rhinos. Again, great interplay in the midfield. The Rhinos are starting to play their game now. They're coming into it. They get 3 chances in the last 6 minutes now. Stephen Shirley Black hit Deli's feet. He got it back. Diallo was the third man running. super through ball by Shirley Black, and Diallo got a good shot off that was blocked partially by the defender and partially by the keeper.
Corner kick here now for your Rhinos is Johnny Younger with his arm up into the box. A bunch of guys there. Deli hit it off the back of his head. He got spun. They were holding on to Deli's jersey. They spun him around. No call there.
The referee's given another corner.
That's kind of a feel-good call.
I think that is a make-up call. Deli was definitely being held in the box. I think it came off Deli's head, and the referee compromised and gave us a corner, which Aaron Lyons is over and about to take with an in-swinging left foot.
Kiwi Lions, if you will. New Zealand international prankster for the team. About to kick it. Here we go. Corner kick. It's up in the air. Lions. Beautiful ball. T-Bone Bantu's there. The ball's loose. Doyle gets it off the bar. Deli kicks it. Oh, my goodness. It goes wide. And it looks like it's going to be a goal kick.
The keeper came out to catch that in a crowd of players. He got his hands on it. I think it was bumped. The referee didn't call a foul. The ball dropped in the box. There was a mad scramble. Two of the Rhinos players had chances, blocked on the line, and eventually put over on the third attempt.
Pelguda was the last man to get it off, but I think at that point in time, Doyle was still on the ground, so the ref called it. Somebody was sitting on Doyle in the box. Pretty stuffed. I'm sorry I get so excited, fans. 35th minute, Rhinos 0-0 in Miami. Doyle with the kick, long ball, up in the air. We get to see the beautiful clouds here in Miami. Kenny Bertz with the header over to Black. Black with another header. Unfortunately, goes right over to Cameron. Cameron goes all the way back to his defender, Guillaume. Guillaume with the ball right now. Guillaume takes on one player, spins it, goes all the way back to Chris Williams. Williams looking around, back all the way in the box to Doyle. And Doyle goes over to John Jack. Jack with the ball right now, approaching the midfield line into the circle area. Through ball and nothing. Nothing. Long ball for absolutely no reason. And Val picks it up and goes to Aaron Lyons. Lyons goes back to Pelguda wearing number 17. Scott Pelguda. And Diallo with a chance there, and he was held down by Chris Williams. No call there. And Aaron Lyons with the ball goes back to Pelguda. Pelguda with somewhat of a sloppy play there, but Pelguda takes possession, no problem. Yeah, referee called it.
Another foul against the Rhinos. Unofficially, we have shots at Miami 5, Rochester 5 in the 36th minute. At one point, Miami had 5 shots, and the Rhinos hadn't posted a shot yet, so it gives you an idea of the swing of play in the last 15 minutes. The Rhinos have really come into the game, put a lot more pressure on Miami, and have created some good goal-scoring opportunities.
All right, Miami with possession right now on their side of the field. Zinho's doing the magic that he does so well. Takes on a couple of Rhino players. Passes it in the middle, and T-Bone's right there. T-Bone's wide open, and gives it to Aaron Lyons with a nice... It looked like Aaron was trying for the shot from the midfield line almost, but not sure if that was a shot or a pass, but...
No, the ball was just bouncing high, so he had to get his foot up very high to volley it, and he was trying to volley it into the path of Deli.
That's what I thought. I just want to see what you thought. Here we go. Miami with the ball right now. Defense for Miami. Chris Williams hanging on to it. Looking over for Guillaume. And it goes out of bounds. It will be a Rhino throw-in, I believe. Yes, nice pressure there by Scott Pelguda. Scotty's hotties. You got to be proud of your man Scotty. Aaron Lyons. Aaron Lyons tries to nutmeg Guillaume. Kind of gets through him, but Guillaume didn't move, so Aaron just kind of threw him down.
Yeah, I thought it could have gone the other way, obstruction, but the referee didn't give it.
And it will be a Miami kick here. Stephanie Guillaume, we're not sure how to pronounce that. Haitian national team player with a long kick. Goes long, looking for Nacho Calcagno. Header there by T-Bone. Goes back into the Rhino box, and Novak clears it long for Deli, Matthew Delacotte. Deli with possession right now, 2 guys on him, putting a lot of pressure on him. And John Jack gets Deli from behind, no call there, and Deli loses the ball. And Deli gets the ball back, but it goes off of a Miami defender, and it will be a Miami throw-in. It was J.P. Rodriguez there for Miami, and he goes over to John Jack with the throw-in. Questionable throw-in again for him. And the Rhinos lose the ball. And here we go. Zinho with the ball about 35, 36 yards out. Looks over for his Sean Cameron with the ball right now. His midfielder, Sean Cameron, with a blast from the past. Field goal time here in Miami, way up high.
Another dangerous play by Zinho. Whenever he gets the ball 35, 40 yards in, he's looking to hit one of his forwards who are trying to create space for themselves. In that situation, Cameron created some space and cut inside. Palguda got a left foot shot off, but from 25 yards out, it was high and wide and never was going to trouble Scott Valor.
39th minute here in Miami, 0-0. If you're just tuning in, here we go. Johnny Minyonger with the ball right now. Johnny Minjonger's got the ball. Takes on two guys here approaching the Miami area. Aaron Lyons now gets the ball from Minyonger. Tries again to nutmeg Guillaume. Guillaume didn't fall for it this time. It went out of bounds off of Guillaume. It'll be a Rhino throw-in. And Kenny Bertz, number 4. Rhinos Rookie of the Year last year. Defender extraordinaire. Coming over to take the throw-in.
Yeah, Kenny's got a long throw on, and this may surprise Miami. They may have done their homework and be ready for it, but this is how we scored the first goal last year. Long throw-in all the way to the far post.
Here we go. Kenny Bertz going for the long throw. It's in the box area. Rodriguez clears it for Miami still. Somewhat in the area. No, it's out. It's about 35, 40. It's going to midfield line now. Miami cleared it very well. Novak, one of the only guys back, kicks it all the way back to goalkeeper Scott Vallow. Vallow now kind of taking some time. Nice long kick. Looking for Deli's head for the flick. Kind of goes over Deli a little bit. But Black's in there. Stephen Black with the ball right now. Goes over to Diallo. Diallo tries to spin. And it goes off of John Jack, the Miami defender. It will be a Rhino throw-in. Chris Aloisi on the side there to throw it in.
Rhinos dominating play at this point of the game. We're in the 40th minute. Be a good time to score a goal for the Rhinos. Putting a lot of pressure in Miami at this point.
And it will be a Rhino throw-in now on the total opposite side of the field. Chris Aloisi tried to get to Aaron Lyons, and Guillaume kicked it out. And Pelgudo, looks like Scott Pelgudo is going to be throwing it in. Scott Pelgudo looking, he's got a few guys in front of him. Looks for Diallo, looks for Minyonger. And Diallo got taken down, and Rodriguez, JP Rodriguez heads it over Diallo out of bounds again. And looks like Pelgudo is going to throw it in. No, you know what he does? He drops it. He drops it for Kenny Bertz.
Kenny Bertz, it's difficult with the ball being wet, and there's a steep embankment right off the side of the field, so it's difficult for Kenny to get a long run up and throw it in like we know he can.
He goes short to Deli. Deli back to Bertz. Bertz with a left-footed kick here in the box. That was out of. It went over to the touch line, unfortunately for Kenny.
Yeah, that's a pre-rehearsed play where they throw it in short, try and lay it off for an immediate cross back. Unfortunately, Daly laid it off, and it went over the end line before Kenny Bertz could get his leg around it.
All right, Chris Doyle now with the kick. 41st minute of the game, 0-0, and it's up. Chris Aloisi jumps up, and it goes over him, and Kenny Bertz clears it into the stands, the opposite side of the field here. Unfortunately, the weather conditions are pretty bad here. We're supposed to be really bad here in Miami, so the turnout isn't as great as they anticipated. But the fans are somewhat quiet here. Throw in here for John Jack for Miami. John Jack goes to Chris Aloisi, kicks it out of bounds. And there'll be another throw in here for John Jack. Jean-Jacques. Jamil Jean-Jacques. Plays for the Haitian national team, and now the Rhinos are going to have a throw-in. They need a towel down there. See, now, when I played soccer, that's what I was. I was a towel boy. Coach said, gave me, like, choice of colors. I'd go around on a wet game like this and keep the ball dry. I was pretty good at it, Matthew. Miami takes possession in their end of the field. And, oh, wow. What happened there is Miami defender Guillaume tried to pass the camera on. He gave Stephen Shirley Black an elbow right in the face, and Black went down pretty hard.
Yeah, Shirley Black's been called for about 6 fouls. None of them were as bad as the one that was just committed on him. And the referee kept his cards in his pocket that time. Bad tackle from behind.
Sean Cameron with the nice elbow. I think Shirley Black got him a couple times earlier. A little payback there. It happens, you know.
Kenny Bertz with a free kick. He's probably going to look for Deli's head on the edge of the box.
Here we go. Deli up in the air. And Rodriguez clears it for Miami. All the way over to Zinho. Zinho looking for it, but Pelguda comes out of nowhere and just takes it off of Zinho's foot. Speed there is catching up to him. Here we go. Deli with the ball right now with a header. Deli passes it to himself. And it looks like this sound system here in Miami just got turned on and it's some kind of chant. Deli tried to head it down himself, did well, but John Jack was there, and I thought it went off of John Jack, but they're calling it a Miami throw-in on the far touchline, the far side of the field, Matthew.
Well, the Rhinos just won the ball back and got a throw in on themselves. Kevin Novak takes it, throws it back to Chris Aloisi, into Johnny Manyonga. Back to Novak. Now Aloisi's on the right. He's wide open. Chance for a cross. Hits it low. Edge of the box. Miami gets to clear it.
Zinho with the clear there to Kenny Bertz. And Bertz did the safe thing, kind of kicked it out of bounds, give his defense a chance to regroup here. And here we go. Cameron with the ball. Outside of the circle a little bit to Polito. Polito hasn't touched the ball in a while there. Their center midfielder, their feed man. He's supposed to feed Zinho. But Diallo gets the ball. And it was taken down from behind by John Jack. No call there. John Jack with the ball. Goes over to Vasquez. Back to Rodriguez with a long through ball. And Kenny Bertz with a header. Now back into the Miami side. The 45th minute mark here in Miami. 0-0. The official time will be kept on the field. And it's, I tell you, both teams had a few weak chances, nothing really significant, in my opinion, Matthew.
Now, Miami probably had the better of the chances. The Rhinos have come into the play the last 20 minutes of the first half. Some good combination a couple of minutes ago by Novak and Aloisi. Got a good opportunity to cross a ball. Final delivery was not the best. We've got to just be a little more careful in the last 18.
Guillaume to Polito. Polito going back to Guillaume. Guillaume hits it out of bounds off of Aaron Lyons. Guillaume with the throw-in right now to Lucci. Lucci back to Guillaume. And Lucci taking possession here. Looking for Zinho. Goes past Zinho. And they kick it all the way back in their defensive end there. J.P. Rodriguez goes over to Lucci. Lucci tries to take on Aaron Lyons, does well, spins him, taking off now, looking for John Jack, who's overlapping on the far right side. John Jack with a cross, somewhat in the box, and Nacho tried to put a little fancy flick on it, and it went off of a Rhino defender, and it will be a corner kick for Miami FC.
Miami's first corner of the game. Ball spun off Kenny Bertz, who was covering Lucci in the box. In-swing corner from the right.
Vasquez with the corner in the box. Thibaut Bansu gets way up in the air and clears it. Zinho going back hard for it and goes back to Vasquez. Vasquez with the ball again, and this time Scott Pelgudo cleared it. Miami just keeps on hitting into the box, but Diallo just... There we go, fans, at the half. It's 0-0 here in Miami. We'll be right back with a quick halftime interview with Coach Laurie Calloway. We are back live here in Miami, Florida. It's 0-0, a few minutes away from second half kickoff here. Mr. Matthew Ford. I will not call you Executive Vice President Matthew Ford. I'm sorry. Hi.
Sucker Sam, how you doing?
Good. So what do you think? What do you think of this game here? I'm down already, baby. I'm down. This team's got to win. That's my problem. It's tough for me to do this because I'm so much of a fan that if we're not winning and we're not dominating, it brings me down. We're not dominating, but in reality, Miami isn't either. No,
they're not. It's just a sloppy game all around, and we squeezed a goal or two in the second half, and it probably got down as one of those ugly wins. That's what we're hoping for. But we've got some players that can make things happen. And hopefully we come out strong. Last year in this game, opening day of the season, Johnny Ball fired in his second goal early in the second half, and the points are in the bag. So hopefully we can make an immediate impact in the second half and pull out the 3 points.
Well, I'll tell you, I'm real impressed with these new guys, but tonight these field conditions are slowing a few of them down. Now, Has there been any changes in the league regarding scores, or I'm sorry, wins or losses? I mean, it's still tied?
Yep, still a 3-1-0 system, 3 points for a win, 1 point for a tie, 0 points for a loss. So if it's 0-0 at the end of the game, it would be a tie. The Rhinos would pick up a point.
So I sent that 1,000 letters to Tim Holt. I want the shootout back. Didn't work, huh?
I guess not for this year.
We're going to check out if there's any changes here in the half for our Rhinos. Right now, I don't see any changes at all for the Rhinos. And I'm checking over Miami FC, the Blues, and it doesn't look like any changes either on that side. For now, at least. We'll find out afterwards. But unfortunately, we don't have any communication with the fourth official to find out what's going down there. Second half is about to kick off. It'll be the Miami's ball. And no huge changes here in the Miami franchise other than getting rid of the star player that they brought in to really boost this whole thing, make it all happen. And it really, in reality, it worked kind of on the field but not off the field. Nobody really cared about Romario.
Yeah, they had 3,000 or 4,000 people here a few times last year, but I think their average attendance was in the low 2s. But I tell you, what I saw first half, Miami are a better team than they were last year. They've got some good players. They've tried to sign some local talent. And, with Zinio's leadership in the midfield, he's still dictating the pace of play. But there's some quick guys, there's some guys with good feet. And they're handling these conditions a little better than the Rhinos based on the first half play.
Well, the Rhinos are all lined up, ready to go here. And Zinio just came out of the locker room. So the Miami guys are waiting for their little powwow kind of get-together there. And the referee looks a little agitated about the stalling here, but it'll be Miami ball here, 0-0 in Miami. Still raining, somewhat sprinkling, I would say. Probably 1,000 or so fans. We'll wait for the official report at the end of the game. Hopefully we'll get it. And Novak is Scott Vallo's now defending the goal to my left, or your radio left, or computer left, and Doyle's defending the goal to the right. Here we go. Kickoff here. Second half action starts. And Miami kicks it back to their defender, Chris Williams. Williams with a long ball to Nacho Calcagno. Nacho. Where do you think that came from?
I have no idea, Sam.
You can just imagine, his mother's like 9 months pregnant. This guy's in the mood for nachos all the time. Let's name him Nacho. Rhinos with the ball right now. Just, again, not a lot of action going back and forth, in and out. But here we go. Rhinos with a chance, and it goes out of bounds, and it will be a goal kick for Miami FC. This portion of your Rhino broadcast brought to you Auction Direct. Buy your next car, Auction Direct stylee. Check out AuctionDirect.com. Cintas, the service professionals. Discover what Cintas can do for your organization. And Kindly Printing, the official printer of your Rhinos. Kicked by Doyle, up in the air, gone. High up is Doyle. Or long kick by Doyle to Black. Black to Zinio. Zinio with the ball right now. Goes over. And here we go. Guillaume. I tell you, Guillaume was probably my player in the first half with the ball right now. Overlapping. I'm sorry, that's Jean-Jacques with the ball right now. Tries for the cross right to Val. Val with a long throw all the way to Aaron Kiwi Lyons. Nice chest strap. Midfield line goes over to Deli, and Deli kicks it out of bounds off of Guillaume. I thought that Guillaume and Jean-Jacques played very well the first half, Matthew.
Yes, they did. A lot of pace on the left side caused us some problems, and we've got to be careful of that, particularly on the counterattack in the second half. Again, the Rhinos have the win this half, so you imagine they're going to have most of the play, and we'll see whether we can take advantage of it.
Johnny Younger in the back to Lyons. Lyons puts it up in the air. He's looking for Diallo, and unfortunately it flicked off of a defender and right into Doyle's hands. And Doyle's going to have the boot right now. Goes way past the midfield line, right to Palguda, out of bounds. I'll tell you, that's one of the things that I think one of Doyle's weaknesses. As a goalie, that kick, that's your offensive weapon. You got to get it to one of your men. I think 3 of them have gone right out of bounds, directly out of bounds from his kicks. And here we go. Miami with the ball right now, Matthew.
Yeah, it's very difficult to kick into the wind, and Doyle's having a hard time even reaching the halfway line with his punts and his goal kicks. So Rhino's got to take advantage of that and keep the pressure on, put pressure on Miami in their own half. Miami is struggling to get the ball out of the half at the present time.
And here we go. Guillaume with a long pass there to Nacho. It got flicked over to Zinho. Zinho doing a little magic there in the middle, looking way over to John Jack. John Jack with the ball here. John Jack takes on two Rhino players, goes over to Nacho Calcagno. Calcagno spins a player, goes all the way back. And here we go. It will be Polindo with the ball for Miami. Miami's just kind of knocking the ball around right now. John Jack looking long for Nacho. Nacho turns it around. Turns it two Rhino players. Takes on a third Rhino player into the box. Looks for Zinho. And nice little kick out there by Kenny Bertz.
Actually, it was a great tackle by Chris Aloisi. Nacho went past two guys, and Aloisi put his foot in, slid in, took the ball away from him as he was going into the box.
All right, here's Chris Aloisi with the ball again. Aloisi to Minyonger. Minyonger takes on two guys, looks for Deli. A little hard there. And Deli kicked it out of bounds. Looking for Chris Aloisi to kind of overlap a little bit more, and he didn't read it. Again, this is only their second game together, fans. Chris Aloisi joined us preseason from the Houston Dynamo of MLS. And here we go. Zinho with the ball right now. Goes over, nice little through ball to Nacho with T-Bone. T-Bone's on Nacho, and T-Bone does an amazing job to get the ball away from Nacho. And Nacho comes in hard, double cleats up on Scott Vale, but Vale clears it, doesn't connect, and Miami controls here with John Jack doing give and goes with Zinho. Zinho to John Jack back, and T-Bone clears it with the header to Polindo. Polindo about 40 yards out and goes wide all the way to the other side to defender Guillaume. Guillaume taking on Diallo, and Kenny Bertz steps into it. Kenny Bertz with a long kick to Deli, and it's going to go all the way back to goalkeeper Chris Doyle. Doyle with a nice little ball, little bowling ball action to Guillaume, rolls it to him, and to Nacho. Nacho Calcagno loses the ball, and Kenny Bertz takes possession in the Rhino end of the field. Chris Aloisi and Deli was taken down there.
Tackle from behind, about 10 yards inside the Miami half, but the referee gave a throw-in.
We're having a little technical difficulties here. Diallo with the ball right now. Diallo clear by Miami. Miami with the ball right now. It is Vasquez. Vasquez with the ball to Zinho. Zinho gets taken down, and Black gets called on it. Sounds like we have a little interference on our line. Hopefully we sound fine according to our new producer, Nikolai. Here we go, Rhino fans. 0-0. 52nd minute of the second half, which makes it 50. Oh wow! Oh, sorry, it's 52nd minute of the game. There we go. I like that. They have the real kind of clock here. So it'll be a throw-in for the Rhinos, Matthew.
Yeah, we're about 35 yards from goal. Rhinos have a throw-in. Stephen Shirley's on the ball.
He drops for Deli. Deli drops for Minyonger. Minyonger with a shot. Oh, wow. Out of nowhere, Guillaume dives down and kicks the ball wide. Great attempt there by Johnny Minyonger.
Good play by the Rhinos from the throw-in on the left side. Shirley Black got behind the back of the defense, put a low cross in. Deli had one touch with his back to goal, and he laid it back to Johnny Minyonger, who fired a first-time shot and was blocked on the penalty spot. Corner kick for the Rhinos.
Aaron Lyons in the box. Looks like Pelgudo with a chance there, and it goes wide. And here we go. Chris Aloisi taken down at midfield line. What a chance there. All the Rhino players are warming up behind the bench. And I don't see anybody warming up here for... I take it back. 2 Miami players are warming up on their side of the field. And here we go. Miami with the ball off the free kick. Go all the way back to their defenders. Guillaume looking for Polito. I guess the game plan here is to feed Polito. Polito feeds Dino. It hasn't worked well because of the great midfield play by T-Bone Tenawa Bansu. But Johnny Younger gets the ball, goes wide for Novak, and it was taken by the Miami defender, and it will be Vasquez with the ball right now. Vasquez loses it to Chris Aloisi. Aloisi kicks it long, and here we go. Miami defense takes control in their own end, and it's Vasquez. JP Vasquez over to Chris Williams. And Williams goes all the way to the other side to Nacho. Nacho goes long. I'm sorry, Nacho was trying to receive the ball for Polindo, and I think we do have a switch there. A change? No, we don't. I'm sorry. JP Rodriguez is in the field. I thought there was a substitution maybe we missed, but JP goes to Polindo. Polindo goes all the way back, and here we go. The Miami defense is kind of controlling the forward action here, trying to feed the forwards, and Nacho gives the ball to Cameron. Cameron goes wide, and here we go. A shot here, and Val with the save. It was kind of a weak shot there by Luchi Gonzalez.
But very similar to the second goal we conceded against Puerto Rico, where the ball was on the right side of the box. This time, Stephen Shirley did a good job holding the forward up, and Vala was able to collect it at the near post.
0-0, 55th minute mark in Miami. Looks like some substitutions are about to happen. I see the fourth official getting some stuff ready here. But see what happens. Here we go. Rhinos with the ball on their end of the field. Kenny Bertz kind of feed Deli. Deli with a nice little flick to Novak. And it gets stolen by Vasquez. Vasquez takes the ball down. And then Deli still in possession, man. Deli's working hard. And a bad bounce, unfortunately, and hit Deli in the hand after the push.
Yeah, Deli worked very hard to win the ball a second and third time. Then, unfortunately, as he won it for the third time, he handled it. Miami have a free kick about 5 yards outside their own box.
Here we go. The kick by Miami. Deep. Chris Aloisi jumps up in the air. Heads it out of bounds. And goes off of Miami midfielder there. Went off of Vasquez, I believe. And yes, it did. And it'll be Chris Aloisi with the throw-in. Around the midfield line area. Kind of in front of the Rhino bench. Oh, Johnny Young with a nice little flick through to Diallo. Diallo in the box. They're holding on to his shirt. The defender, Chris Williams, or JP Rodriguez, holding on to Diallo's shirt. No call there, and the ball got cleared. And Black with the ball right now. Goes back to Novak. Miami takes control of it. And Nacho is wide open. Approaching the Rhino box. Takes on T-Bone Bansu. Spins him once, twice. Nacho all the way back to Polindo. And a clear there by Chris Aloisi, who came out of nowhere.
Counter-attack by Miami. They caught us on the break. Nacho was in on his own. T-Bone was able to get back, hold him up a little bit. And the Rhinos have been given a free kick. Foul from Nacho on T-Bone that time. But T-Bone did a great job holding up Nacho as he broke free.
It looks like he clipped T-Bone's ankle, but T-Bone shakes it off. He's fine. He's running it off. Looking good. Scott Val is going to take the kick here. Goal kick, 57th minute, 0-0 in Miami, Florida. Second game of the season for your Rhinos. They lost 2-1 on Friday night to Puerto Rico. It's game 2 of the season here. And Miami takes possession. Steven Guillaume is getting a lot of touches on the ball for a defender here. To Zinho. Zinho goes wide there to overlapping Sean Cameron. Cameron approaching the box, but Aloisi comes out of nowhere again and kicks it right off of the flag, and it looks like it's going to be a corner kick for Miami.
Yeah, great flick by Zinho. 3 guys running through for Miami, only 1 defender back for the Rhinos. Chris Aloisi did a great job covering across and cleared the ball for a corner, so Miami have the first corner of the half.
Zinho is going to be taking that first quarter of the half for Miami. See the flags blowing pretty good. The wind's pretty bad out there right now. Zinho with the ball. It's up. It's a short kick. Low. And cleared by Rhino defender Stephen Shirley Black. Zinho still with the ball. Came back to him. He goes over to Cameron. Cameron turns a couple guys around, goes back to Zeno. Kind of playing around there. Zeno's looking deep. And here we go. Out of nowhere comes the Vasquez. Vasquez comes and gives it back to the defender. And the Rhinos take possession. Very, very sloppy soccer here, fans. And Zeno back with the ball, goes far left to his defender. And now they call all the way back to Doyle. Doyle miskicks it. Diallo with a chance here in the box is bouncing his way. And he miskicks it high and over. Chris Doyle, they kicked the ball back to Doyle. He miskicked it. It doesn't have good foot skills, I guess. But Diallo didn't capitalize on that one, Matt.
Yeah, it was a tough clearance for the keeper to handle. The ball was bouncing high. He tried to take it on the volley and clear it, and he spun it up behind himself. It wasn't going in the goal, but Diallo needed a little bit more composure in that situation. He probably could have brought the ball down, but he tried to scoop it back behind himself and into the goal and put it way over the crossbar.
All right, Rhinos with the ball again. Matthew Delicott, 30 yards out, tries to take on defender J.P. Rodriguez. Rodriguez spins it, takes it, and kicks it out of bounds. This portion of this Rhino broadcast brought to you by Best Volvo, where style, safety, and all-wheel drive always come together. Here we go, Rhino throwing here. Kiwi Lions off of Rodriguez, coming younger, and again there'll be a Rhino throwing. Cleats up there by Polindo. No call by the referee.
Actually, I think he gave the foul against Menyonga for cleats up. Yep, it's a free kick for Miami. Foul for Menyonga on Polito. Miami have a free kick about 10 yards outside their own box, playing the ball forward up into the wind.
Fans are playing here at Tropical Park in Miami, Florida, 0-0. 60th minute mark of the game. No changes yet that we could see. I saw the fourth official getting ready with some numbers, but I guess he was just finding them a spot. Here we go. Defender for Miami, Jean-Jacques going long, and it goes right to Vallo. Kind of a weak kick there.
Yeah, he cut inside. Novak almost cut it out. Aloisi came to support. Jack, with his pace, kept going into the middle of the field, played a through ball. Nobody got on the end of it.
Long ball by Miami. And the Rhinos take it. Johnny Menyonga with the ball right now, approaching in the Miami area, pushing the box. On the edge of the box is Diallo, takes on two guys and gets snagged. And then Zeno with the ball right now. Zeno looking around to Nacho. I'm sorry, there was Lucci Gonzalez, and then Lions with the ball, looking for Palgudo to overlap, and it just didn't go the way they wanted it. And J.P. Rodriguez gets the ball, but Palgudo did a great job getting in Rodriguez's face there.
Yeah, the Rhinos made it difficult for Miami to play out of the back, and have done so again. Won a throw-in right on the halfway line. Palgudo with a throw-in. Goes inside to Menyonga. One touch. Turns inside. Menyonga still got the ball. Still got the ball. He's still going. Plays it out to Lyons on the left wing. Crossed by Lyons to the far post. And Doyle catches the ball as Deli went in. Doyle throws the ball out left to Vasquez. Miami now on the counterattack.
All right, Vasquez to Lucci. And Lucci got a handball. And they caught it. And it looks like we got a couple substitutions coming in for Miami.
Number 16, Douglas, is coming in for Miami. And number 7, Sean Fraser, coming in for Miami. Coming out for Miami, number 23, Nacho. And also number 17, Sean Cameron, out of the game. So 7, Fraser, and 16, Douglas, in for Miami. 23, Nacho, and 17, Cameron, out for Miami. Looks like Ray Martinez is going to come in for the Rhinos momentarily. Play goes on. Bertz has the ball at the back. Tries to find Lyons on the left wing, but the ball's short. Lyons makes a tackle, but fouls the guy. And now Miami have a free kick, and Lyons gets a yellow card for standing on the ball and not backing off 10 yards. So in the 63rd minute, Aaron Lyons picks up a yellow card for the Rhinos.
Kiwi Lions. Tough substitutions getting ready for the Rhinos there. But one of the players that went in for Miami is Douglas, 18-year-old from Brazil. A lot of changes coming up for your Rhinos fans.
Looks like Danny Creamer, Josh Bolton, and Ray Martinez are lined up on the sideline. Looks like Callaway's going with a number of changes here to try and spark something. Right now, Delhi's on the ball. And ball breaks for Palguda on the left wing. Hamid Diallo in front. And he misses. Crossed by Palguda from the left side. The defender tried to clear it, and Diallo, with all the time in the world, 7 yards from goal, could not control the ball and get a shot off. Defender slid in, knocked it away for a corner kick. A fantastic opportunity for the Rhinos that just went begging.
Oh, man, what a chance there. Wet field here, but Kiwi Lions now with the corner kick. It's up into the box. Bunch of Rhinos there. Diallo! Whoa!
Flashes wide. A great header. Great header from Diallo. He started on the near post. He made a run to the far post and got a glancing header in. Looked from this angle that it may be sneaking in the post, but it just flashed wide. Great chance for the Rhinos.
All right, Matthew, you got 4 guys coming in now, baby. You got to do some script writing here to let everyone know all these changes there.
Okay, Aaron Lines is coming out. Stephen Shirley Black is coming out. Hamid Diallo is coming out. In for the Rhinos, Josh Bolton into the center of midfield. Ray Martinez looks like he's going up top. Danny Creamer looks like he is heading to the left side of midfield. And it looks like Ryan Wildman is also going to be coming into the game at some point. So we still have a 4-4-2. You've got Martinez and Delhi playing up front. Bolton's into the midfield with Creamer. And Creamer's chasing the ball down now on the far left side, but the ball runs out for a throw-in for Miami at 20 yards from their goal.
All right, Miami with a throw-in here. And still 0-0, 65th minute. A lot of changes here for your Rhinos. About to put in their 4th substitution. Minutes apart. Throwing for Danny Creamer. Looks like he's going to throw it in. And leaves it for Palguda. And here we go. Here's that 4th substitution.
Ryan Wyman come into the game for Kevin Novak. Straight switch, right side of midfield. Similar type players. Wyman's probably got a couple of inches on Novak. Novak's done a good job with a very pacey left side of Miami. Wyman scored against Miami in the preseason. Hopefully he can do the same again.
All right,
Ball's up.
Johnny Minyaga with a flick here, and Miami takes possession. T-Bone Bantu looks like he's gone back to defense now.
That's a foul by Creamer on the far right side of the field. Miami with the ball, break in.
And a bunch of guys down, and Josh Bolton takes control of the ball to Delhi. It hits off the shin guard pretty hard, and it goes. Miami gets the ball right now with a long through ball there to Nacho, I believe. Yes, it is Nacho with a header in the box out of nowhere. Was Vasquez, and
Wildman got back and somehow put some pressure on Vasquez because he was wide open, and he failed to make a connection with the ball, and it was Wildman that got back behind him, I think put him off. I don't think either of them touched the ball in the end, and Val has the ball at his feet.
Val's waiting for his guys to set up. Douglas approaches. Val says, come on, man, kick the ball. Get this game going here. Up in the air, nice punt by Scott Vallow off of Delhi's head to Kramer's chest. Kramer has a chance here. Gets one of a shot goal by Delhi out of nowhere. What a save by Doyle.
Great shot by Delhi. Great anticipation. Kramer was battling for the ball on the edge of the box. It was partially cleared by Miami, and Delhi ran onto that clearance and put a great shot on goal, which Doyle did well to save. Just paused there while Palguda tried to cross the ball from the left side, but it goes behind the goal. The changes for the Rhinos. Bolton's in that holding role in midfield. T-Bone has dropped to central defense. And Palguda's moved over to left back.
See what happens here with this change. T-Bone could run all day. Played a whole 90 on Friday night against Puerto Rico. And he's so fit. 2 Miami guys offsides there. Play on, the referee says. So here we go. I'm not sure what's going on here, but Douglas out of nowhere is grabbing the ball. Looked like the Rhinos waiting for the ball to go out of sound. Douglas crossed in front of the net there. Vallow double punches it, double fist, goes wide and out of bounds. And it looks like Miami's going to have a throw-in. Or no, Rochester's going to have a throw-in.
Bolton on the ball, into Delhi. One touch, back to Palguda. Cream's making a good run down the left. Palguda takes his space, lays it in. Oh, he's onside. Kramer's onside. Wildman's got to get in the box. Pulls it back. Danny Kramer was wide open on the left. It was 2-on-1. He tried to pull the ball back to the 18 for 2 on-rushing Rhinos players. Probably should have tried to find Wildman on the far post, who was coming into the box.
All right.
The Miami defense got back and cleared the ball, and it actually came off Kramer's foot at the end of the day, and it's a goal kick for Miami.
This portion of the broadcast brought to you by Dodge. Grab life by the horns. Dodge. Harrow East, too, man. I got to go to the Harrow East soon and lose some poundage for this nice summer weather coming to us in Rochester right now. 10 feet of snow. Get my Speedo out. Here we go. Back to live action. Ball just kind of bouncing around here in Miami. It's going out of bounds. There'll be a Rhino throw-in. And Wildman says, I'll throw it in now. Chris Aloisi is going to throw it in for the Rhinos. 0-0. Nothing, if you will. 69th minute. Ray Boom Boom Martinez spinning a couple guys around, using his body well. Aloisi to Wildman. Wildman back to Aloisi. And it gets flicked out of bounds by the Miami defender. But the referee or linesman says it's Miami ball. He's closer than we are, so I believe him. Be a Miami throw-in right now. Oh, wow. Did you see that throw-in? Oh, John Jack had both feet up in the air. I'm having a flashback of 12 and under, coaching 12 and under kids.
Yeah, he kind of jumped off it was like a free throw. He jumped off the ground and threw it.
Pretend you're in cement. Keep your feet on the ground when doing the throw-in. Here we go. Rhino throw-in here. Chris Aloisi, no. I take it back. Wildman will throw in to Aloisi. Aloisi takes on John Jack. John Jack gives the ball away to Wildman. Wildman looks for the cross, up and over. Kramer's there. Oh, wow, went over Doyle's hands and off of Guillaume's head, I think. And it looks like it's going to be a Rhino corner kick. I'm not sure if that's the first one of the half or not for the Rhinos, second one of the half. But it looks like Johnny Minyunga.
Good early delivery there by Wildman. Aloisi won the ball back. Wildman about 20 yards out on the right side, put it across to the far post. Keeper came for it, missed it, and the defender cleared it.
Here's Johnny Minyunga with the cross in the box. The header! It's a Rhino goal! Rhino goal! I'm not sure if it was Deli. I'm not sure if it was Kenny Bertz. Somebody scored it. The Rhinos are up 1-0 at the 71-minute mark. Matthew, give me a hug. Give me a kiss, will ya?
Great ball by Johnny Minyunga, in swinging, used the wind, drilled it into the box. Deli made a near post run, glancing header into the far side netting. Keeper had no chance. Great goal by Deli, great service by Johnny Minyunga. Rhinos up 1-0 in the 71st minute.
Oh, sorry, Finn, I lost it there. Wow, what a goal. Johnny Minyunga, the captain, the former captain of the Liberian national team. What a cross in the box. Kenny Bertz was in there somewhere, but I guess Deli scored it with a header. Matthew Delacotte. Oh, the Rhinos up 1-0. And the Miami fans, we haven't heard of it all tonight, or even quieter if that's possible. Here we go. And Lucci with the ball right now, playing around, and Palguda takes control way deep in the Rhino box, kicks it long for Matthew Delacotte.
Great clearance by Palguda all the way down. Ball's played back to Doyle. He clears it first time. 3 or 4 Miami guys standing offside. Don't know why the linesman didn't put his flag up, but Miami control play just inside their own half. Vasquez for Miami playing that center midfielder role. Trying to do his thing, but Johnny Minyunga snags it from Josh Bolton, just misread it, and here we go. Miami on attack now. Dino with a beautiful cross the box. Timo Bantu with a bicycle kick to clear it. Unbelievable stuff by T-Bone. Yeah, Vallow came for the cross, but T-Bone got there first, and bicycle kick cleared the danger. Minyunga up to Ray Martinez. Now Deli's on the attack. He's going hard on Doyle, who has no foot skills whatsoever. And Deli's going to get the ball from Doyle. No, it was cleared by the Miami defender, Chris Williams. Williams with a long ball. Looking long, but out of bounds again. Wow. What a play there by the Rhinos. What a goal, Matthew. It was a good goal, and at the other end, great clearance by T-Bone. The game has really opened up since the goal. Miami are going to have to push forward with 17 minutes and change left. Really, Miami are going to have to push forward to get something out of this game, which is going to leave them vulnerable for the counter-attack. Hopefully the Rhinos can take advantage of that. And now we have Johnny Menyonga on the ball. Ray Martinez making a good run.
Boom Boom got taken down there by J.P. Rodriguez, and it's going to be a free kick for the Rhinos.
Up 40 yards out on the right side. Martinez over the ball, takes his time, runs over the ball. Menyonga steps up to the ball. You got Aloisi and Wildman on the right side too.
I'm not sure what's going on. The referee's upset about something.
He wants the Rhinos to hurry up and play. Menyonga stands over the ball. He's going to deliver it to the far post. Daly's back there. Parguda's back there. Bolton's back there. It's high. Doyle goes up for it and misses it. And it's out for a corner.
Rhinos corner kick number 3. We just scored on one a few minutes ago. 71st minute mark, right, Matthew? All right.
That's right. Menyonga goes over to take the corner again. The Rhinos taking their time, as they should. Good delivery there by Menyonga on the free kick to the far post. Doyle came out, slipped through his hands. Tough conditions. Out for a corner. Menyonga puts the ball down at the corner flag. It's on the far side of the field. He's going to swing it in again with his right foot. Rhinos players are in a huddle. They're going to make their runs from the penalty spot. Here comes the ball. Kenny Bertz is up for it. Josh Bolton's in there. And headed out again. Kenny Bertz did a good job at the far post, heading it back in. Josh Bolton got a flick on it. And as it went back to the near post towards Menyonga, Miami slid in and cleared the ball out. We have another corner for the Rhinos. Menyonga's on the ball.
Johnny Menyonga. Here we go, Johnny Menyonga with the kick. It's up. This is a low one. Delhi tried to spin it, but Miami takes control of it. Miami approaching the midfield line right now. Miami defender. Threw ball to Douglas. Some wheels on that Douglas. Vela had to come way out of his neck to save that one. It's kind of long though, but Scott Vela with the ball, no problem there. This portion of the Rhino broadcast brought to you by Moyer, Chevrolet, and Buick. We always say yes. Nextel, baby, power up, and Rochester's full-service realtor, Matt Nagel.
Rhinos were caught on the break a little bit there from the corner kick. Menyonga delivered a low ball that time, and Miami broke with it. The final ball was a little bit lacking. It ran through to Vallow, but that's exactly what we've got to watch out for as the game continues here into the last 15 minutes. Miami going to be looked to counter, get bodies forward. We've got to make sure we've got some players back behind the ball and not push too many people forward. Again, we played a game 2 nights ago and we've got some tired legs out there. Miami are fresh, and we just got to play smart soccer from here on out.
76th minute mark. The Rhinos are up 1-0 here in Miami. Ray Boom Boom Martinez goes back to Wildman, and the defender for Miami takes it. Jean-Jacques goes back to defender J.P. Rodriguez for Miami. Tries for the long ball to Lucci Gonzalez, and Wildman takes control to Deli. Deli goes to Boom Boom Martinez on the near side here. Right on the line. Martinez fakes the left-footed cross, goes over to Johnny Menyonga. Menyonga with the ball right now. Johnny takes on the defender. Gets the ball. Johnny Menyonga on the touchline, held down by his shorts. Johnny Menyonga with a cross in the box right to Doyle, right in the chest. And Chris Doyle sucks it right in and goes to Zinho right away. Miami's picking up the pace here. They know they got to score a goal here. Douglas with the ball, through ball offsides. The linesman doesn't call it, but no problem. Valo picks it up. Lucci Gonzalez was way offsides on that one.
Yes, he was, and the Rhinos again causing some problems on the right side between Ray Martinez and Johnny Menyonga, getting a good cross in. Just got to be careful again not to put too many people in the attacking third and make sure we've got bodies behind the ball.
T-Bone Bonsu with a nice hit off of the Miami defender, but it looks like it's going to be a Miami throw-in on the far side here. Stephen Guillaume with the throw-in to Lucci Gonzalez to Douglas. Douglas with the ball right now. 18-year-old from Brazil, very fast player. Kenny Bertz, no problem, spins the ball and kicks it out of bounds. It'll be a Miami throw-in, and Miami gets possession of the ball. Right out about 35 yards now, but out of nowhere.
Foul on Danny Kramer as he played the ball up to Ray Martinez, about 10 yards outside the Rhinos box. Fallon's going to take it. It's going to take his time. Rhinos are walking up the field. Kill a couple of minutes here. We're in the 78th minute of play. Valo with a free kick for the Rhinos. Looking for Deli's head.
It's up. And it goes out. It's going to be a long kick there. Miami goal kick here. This portion of the broadcast brought to you by FoodLink, Abundance Shared. The DNC, catch all tonight's Rhino game highlights in tomorrow's Democrat and Chronicle newspaper. And Perry's Ice Cream. Matthew, life is a bowl of Perry's.
Goal kick by Doyle, up by Baldwin, wins it to Menyonga. He scoops it over his head behind the Miami defense. Kramer's trying to chase it down.
And Miami with possession right now. Trying to go with a through ball. Oh, wait a minute, offsides there, but they say yes. All right, good. Miami again, quick attack. They're trying to feed Douglas, who's got some major wheels there, but he was way offside that time. The linesman caught it. So it'll be a kick here by the Rhinos. About, I don't know, right outside the circle area. Scott Bell's going to be taking a kick. How far is that, would you say, from our goal? Too far?
Too far. It's the middle of our own half. Bella with the ball this time. Going to look for Deli again.
It's up. Deli's looking for the flick. He gets the flick. Kramer's there. No. The Miami defender clears it. What a play, though. What a organized play by the Rhinos. Hitting at Deli's head. That kid hits the ball with his head at least 100 times a game.
And Younger on the ball. Good run by Martinez, but he loses control. The ball's out for a goal kick. And Younger was running down the middle. Martinez made a diagonal run, but couldn't get a hold of the ball. And Miami take a quick goal kick down the left side.
This portion of the broadcast brought to you by Kaiser Ferris and the Distillery. Distillery now open in Greece. Back to live action here. Miami with the ball right now. Through ball. Kind of sloppy through ball, and Valo just came out and grabbed it. He's yelling at the referee or somebody. I love when Scott Valo gets into that vocal mood. He says, hey, guys, we're going for the long ball. It's the 80th minute, man. We're up a goal. Take possession, man. Control the ball. Hold on to it. Slow it down. Control the clock. That's what he's saying, Matthew. You saying no?
No, that's exactly what he's doing. We just got to take care of the ball. We're giving it away too sloppily up front. We've got to take care of it. We've got to kill the clock. We're in the last 10 minutes of the game at this point.
Douglas with the ball. In the box, a back kick from T-Bone to Valo. Safe. And Valo kicks it out, and it'll be a throw-in. A little sloppy play by Miami, and it ended up on T-Bone's foot. He said, hey, Scott, you take care of it. Scott kicked it out. Miami with the ball again. Polino goes back, and it's
handball.
80th minute mark. Rhinos up 1-0. Handball by Miami. It'll be a Rhino kick. Catching up here on some of our sponsors. Free Time Magazine, Western New York's Art and Entertainment Guide is one of our great sponsors. And, of course, the Ferris Group, where a lot of our Rhinos, those of you that are stalkers, the Rhino players live in Ferris apartments, most of them. Sorry, Matthew, I know that upset you a little, didn't it? I'm just trying to enlighten you a little.
It's not my door they'll be knocking on. Shot by Warman from range. Hits it wide. About 35 yards out. Ball came into Warman, middle of the field. One touch. Middle of nowhere it came into. But I tell you, Warman's got a great hard shot from far out. I wasn't expecting that. I figured it was just going to kind of take it and control it, and good stuff there. It's going to be a goal kick here for Miami. Up and over. Miami takes possession right now. Miami is still trying to play the ball through the middle. Short passes, looking for people's feet. Zinho's involved in all of this. Deli just stole the ball. They're not reverting to the long ball yet. Deli just stole the ball to Wildman. Wildman hit it off of the defender, Jean-Jacques. And it will be a Rhino throw in, and hold on, another substitution for Miami. Walter Ramirez coming into the game for number 12. Jean-Jacques comes out of the game. Played very well at left back, Jean-Jacques for Miami. Ramirez is more of a midfield attacking player, so I thought Jean-Jacques did a great job getting into the attack as a defender, but I guess they're going with 3 in the back now and putting Ramirez up more into the attack to kind of do something here. 83rd minute of the game. The Rhinos are up 1-0 here in Miami. And Kenny Bertz just flattened number 9, Gonzalez, and I think he's going to get a yellow card for it.
He's calling him over. Kenny says, hey, you talking to me? Kenny Bertz is coming over to the referee to proudly accept that yellow card. This portion of your Rhino broadcast brought to you by Power Trip. Taste the power. Phoenix Graphics for all your printing needs. World Gym. Great place to get fit. And Zweigle's Hot Dogs, the official hot dog of Paytech Park. Here we go. Free kick for Miami. Rodriguez with the ball. Kind of lofts it over to Wildman. Gets it. Wildman to Deli. Deli kind of hanging out. Deli takes on about 2 players. And it's off of Matthew Delcat. Delcat's going down the flank here with the defender going to Chris Doyle, who not sure has the greatest foot skills. And he does it. Goes right to Wildman. Kicks it right to Wildman. And Josh Bolton, unfortunately, loses the ball to Douglas. Douglas at the midfield line takes the ball for Miami. Back to Douglas. Give and go. Douglas to Polindo. Polindo back to Douglas. Douglas with the ball right now with Josh Bolton. Takes on Josh Bolton. Nutmegs him. Goes around Josh Bolton in front of the goal. Just kind of rolls it to Scott Bell with a save.
Yeah, it was a cross. I don't know that it was a save. Ballo did well smothering it in the near post, but I think he was cutting out the cross. Josh Bolton did well to track back after giving the ball away in midfield, and Ballo punts it down the field. Deli's underneath it, gets the header. Kramer's up again. He gets the header. Into Martinez. Back to Kramer's in.
Oh, just short. Doyle came out. Kramer had a one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Just not enough room there for him to get to the ball, and Doyle came out and kicked it right off of him. And one of the Rhino players laying in the middle of the field down.
I think Palguda just took an elbow.
And here we go.
Great tackle. Great tackle. Great tackle by Wildman. Ballo smothered the ball. It was T-Bone that went down. Took an elbow from the Miami forward as they built their attack. T-Bone's not happy at all. Talking to the referee right now.
Younger's upset. Yeah, I don't know where Miami had a breakaway. It looked like Luchi Gonzalez with a breakaway, but Wildman just came from behind and got the ball. And the ball went right to Vallo. And wow, that was a close one there for the Rhinos. Ray Boom Boom Martinez with the ball right now. Takes it down, goes to Wildman. Wildman to Josh Bolton. Bolton looks around for Deli. Deli on the arch of the box there. Goes all the way back wide. And there's little action going on here in the middle of the field.
T-Bone just got a yellow card, probably for retaliation. T-Bone is not happy with a foul. He was left on the floor holding his face and off the ball. The referee has given both T-Bone and Sean Fraser a yellow card.
Wow.
It's right in the center of the field. Obviously, there was an altercation off the ball. The referee chose to card both players. And I'm not sure what the referee's going to do. Probably a drop ball at some point.
Zinho and Johnny Young are kind of arguing amongst themselves. 86th minute here, fans. The Rochester Rhinos are up 1-0 in Miami. And it looks like it will be a drop ball. Matthew, good call there, buddy. We were watching the play. This was off the ball. T-Bone Bonsu and Frazier getting into it. Frazier, the Jamaican international. Here we go. Throw in for Miami. The Rhinos are trying to get control of the ball here. And they do. And it goes back to Miami. Miami with a pass to Zinho. Zinho goes wide, all the way wide. Nice Miami player crosses the box, but it was flicked off the back of Wildman. Wildman to Boom Boom Martinez. Martinez gets taken from behind. It'll be a Rhinos throw-in.
Into the 87th minute of play, the Rhinos have a throw-in at midfield. Good play by Martinez there to keep the ball. Aloisi with a throw-in at midfield for the Rhinos. To Martinez, flicks it on, and out of play. Now throw-in for Miami in front of the Rhinos bench.
Miami with the throw-in right now to Douglas. Douglas spins a couple players. Douglas is moving quick. Here we go. Zinho wide open to a pass to Chichi Rodriguez. Off the top of the bar. Bounced down. Vallo snagged it. Oh, wow. That was close. Chichi Rodriguez with a shot here in the 86th minute. And Vallo just came right back to him.
Yeah. Fantastic play by Miami. Zinho on the 18-yard box. He thought he was going to shoot, and he slipped it to the side. First time shot, beat Vallo, hit the underside of the bar, bounced down on the line, and then into Vallo's hands.
The Rhinos got real lucky there. Chris Aloisi taking control again. Back to defense. Kenny Bertz with the ball right now. 88th minute mark. Long ball to Boom Boom Martinez to Deli, who's wide open. Back to Martinez. The give and go. Ray's running hard on the ball. He has the ball. on the near side here. Takes on 2 guys, and it'll be a Rhino throw-in.
Good work by Martinez to hold up play there, take it into the corner. Great ball by Kenny Bertz out of the back to Martinez. Flicks it to Daly, back to Martinez. And now we have a throw-in. Wyman with a throw. And throw it to Martinez again in the corner. A couple of minutes to go here. Martinez plays it off the defender, and another throw-in for the Rhinos. Kill another 30 seconds.
Nice clock time. Nice clock time here. And now it's going to be Wildman with a throw-in, but now Miami's going to make another substitution of the night.
Substitution for your Miami team. Coming off number 11, Eric Vasquez.
Vasquez coming off, Mosquera coming on. Throw-ins taken in the corner. Martinez has the ball. Trying to play it off the defender. Martinez has it again. And he plays it off the defender. Gets another throw-in. Wyman with a throw. Probably see the same thing. There we go. To Martinez in the corner. Miami get it this time and play it off Wyman, and it's their throw-in down in their own corner.
Nice. They wait up at least a minute and a half there, but it's 89th minute. Here we go. Delhi with the ball. Somehow the Rhinos got the ball again. Miami's playing some sloppy play here, but Boom Boom Martinez with an opportunity here. Spins around, pushes the player. No call there. And Wildman with the ball. Touches to Delhi, nice and soft. And just keep little touch here. Give and goes. Just trying to waste the clock here on the near side near the flag. Delhi with the ball right now. And it will be a Miami throw-in at the 89th minute of play. The Rhinos are up 1-0 in Miami. It's getting really dark out. The storm's going to be hitting any minute now on the field. And here we go. Miami with the kick off of Delhi. And it is still, ball's just kind of hanging at the same spot for the last 3 to 4 minutes here. Thrown by Miami. Josh Bolton comes out of nowhere. And it'll be a throw-in for the Rhinos. Josh Bolton jumped in over Zeno, and the ball head off of Zeno and out of bounds. And now Chris Aloisi with the throw-in. We are officially in the 90th minute mark. The official time to be kept on the field. We'll see if we see how many minutes are given. Val with a long ball. The Ray Boom Boom Martinez offsides there. Ray says no problem.
Looks like the referee's adding 3 minutes, up to 3 minutes of additional time, injury time. Free kick from Miami in their own half. Cleared by Kenny Bertz. Good clearance. And all the way back to Chris Doyle. So we're into injury time, 3 minutes. And Miami try and build from their own half. And they have a throw-in 10 yards inside their own half.
Miami with the ball right now. And the youngster, Douglas, goes on to... Wow, somebody just got taken down in the far corner. The ref said play on, so they're playing on. Here we go. Rhinos with the ball right now. Long kick from the Rhinos. Kramer looking deep for Delhi. Delhi approaching the defender. Doesn't seem like there's much urgency on the part of Miami here, even though they're down a goal in stoppage time here. Oh, taken down there. Johnny Younger getting called there. And the Rhinos get the ball.
Johnny with a little nudge. The Miami guy fell over, handled the ball, and the referee gave a handball. And probably a foul the other way, but this stage will take it.
Take anything. 1-0. The Rhinos are up. I'm watching the referee. Need that whistle to be blown soon.
Ball out for a throw-in. Free kick by Palguda was cleared. Out for a throw-in. There's a throw-in on the right side. Palguda's walking, taking his time. He's going to throw it in. Probably throw it down in the corner for Delhi to flick. He does. There's Ray Boom Boom Martinez holding the ball, killing some more clock to Delhi. Taking it in the corner. Delhi shielding the ball in the corner. He's got 2 men on him. Plays it off one of them. And the Rhinos have another throw-in. Martinez over the ball. Throws it to Delhi short. Gets it back. Martinez takes it into the corner. Ball spins out. Miami get it. And they're going to clear. They play it on the ground. Still trying to get out of their own box. They do. And they're building their attack. Good step in by Josh Bolton. T-Bone gets fouled as he goes to clear. Good defensive play there by Bolton and T-Bone as Miami built their attack. Timely interceptions, and as T-Bone went to take the ball, he was fouled. Rhinos have a free kick. Palguda's over the ball, just inside his own half.
T-Bone's having an amazing game right now. And Glory Calloway's looking at the referee like, come on, man. 3 minutes are up, buddy.
Must be close to 3 minutes. Palguda's free kick goes over the end line. It's a goal kick. Doyle's running across his box, puts it down. He's going to take it long. Miami push everybody forward. They're playing 3 at the back at this stage of the game. There can't be but seconds left. The ball's up. Bolton's under it. And it's Kramer. Kramer leaps above everybody, heads it out. Miami have a throw in deep in their own half.
Another throw in here. Miami just can't get it together. And here we go. The Rhinos take possession. Another throw in. The Rhinos are taking their time. And everyone's looking at the referee. I'm looking at the referee. Let's go, buddy. Blow this thing. 1-0. The Rhinos are up. Seconds. That's it, baby. The Rhinos win game 1 of the season for them. The Rhinos now are 1-1. Oh, what a celebration on the bench there. Your Rhinos have beaten Miami 1-0 with a goal from Matthew Delicat. We're going to be right back with the post-game show where you can call in, listen to some of the Rhinos. 346-3000 is the number. 346-3000 here on your Rhinos Broadcast Network. Oh, baby, we're excited. Oh. We are back live in Miami, Florida, as the Rhinos win game 2 of the season for them. It was their first victory of the season, 1-0 in Miami. We are going to go right down to the field right now to one of my players of the game, Mr. Kenny Bertz. Kenny, what a defensive effort by you guys tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. That was just a great way to bounce back from Friday night. All around, everybody fought hard first half. We didn't play quite as well as we wanted. But, we came out second half, and everybody really stepped it up. The guys that came in really helped out as well. It's a huge effort all around. I mean, we had 20 minutes left after we scored that goal, and everybody just buckled in and just kept them off the scoreboard. Nice to get ourselves a win, right now.
Yeah, Kenny, obviously the 4 guys that came in provided a spark, and it was nice to get the goal good, right after the guys came in. So proud of you guys that kept it at 0 at the back, and it's obviously a difficult game, a sloppy game, but well done to you guys in the back and Scotty for keeping it 0. And I think we're going to talk to our man Daly, the goal scorer, in a couple of minutes, but huge play by everybody in the back 4 and the keeper tonight.
Absolutely. Thank you much.
All right, Kenny, man. Thank you, Kenny. We're going to talk to Matthew Delicat now, live on the field here. Matthew Delicat. Matthew, I'm not sure if you really scored the goal or not, but I think you did. Explain the goal.
Well, I'm sorry, you have to repeat that. I just got the phone.
Could you explain the goal to us? Recap the goal for us.
Johnny Munyunga's whipped in a great near post ball. We've been working a lot on our runs. We've got the 4 big guys trying to frame the goal. Near post, far post. Kenny's made a great near post run, just flicked it, and I think the keeper got a little fingertip to it, but in this slick weather he had no chance. So great goal for set piece, and we lacked those up last year. We only had a couple of set pieces, so they're going to really help us out this year.
Yeah, nice job, Daly. You've certainly deserved the goal. Working very hard. Did a great job holding the ball up in both games, and there's nothing less than you deserve for 180 minutes of hard work.
Thank you.
Well, Matthew, tonight, those flicks were working all night long. It was a little sloppy play out there, but obviously the chances came. Doyle had some bad feet action, man. The guy has no foot control of the ball when the ball's rolling at him, and you were putting some serious pressure on him all night. Did you guys see how bad that was back there?
Yeah, they said before the game, in this weather, it's very tough for keepers, especially if they're given a poor ball back, and he was given pretty bouncy balls back all day, and you put them under a little bit of pressure and they slice it. Unfortunately, it didn't pay off and get a goal from it, but it also helps out our defense. Those guys work so hard, they need a little bit of break, and when they make sloppy plays like that, it gives our guys time to get a breather and obviously stop them from coming down the field with us.
Well, you worked your tail off tonight, Daly. You put a lot of pressure on their back 4 and their keeper and created some good chances for us. It's good to see you get your goal, and it's obviously great for the Rhinos to win their first game. So great job tonight. We'll let you join the team and celebrate in the locker room.
Thank you. Thanks very much.
All right, Matthew Delicat with the goal tonight. The Rhinos win it 1-0 here in Miami. And we're going to be right back with the post-game call-in show, 346-3000. You can call in, and Matthew Ford, Executive Vice President of the Rhinos is here. Any questions? Any updates on any big announcements? Anything you want to talk about? 346-1000. We're going to stay with you for a little while here. So give us a call here on the Rhinos Broadcast Network. Here's Simon Young with the cross from the box to Hunter. It's a Rhino goal! Rhino goal! I'm not sure if it was Deli. I'm not sure if it was Kenny Bertz. Somebody scored it. The Rhinos are up 1-0 at the 71-minute mark. Matthew, give me a hug. Give me a kiss, will ya?
There's the goal by Matt Delicat. Middle of the second half. Off the cross by Johnny Manyonga. A very tough performance by the Rhinos tonight. They ground out a win. Miami probably had most of the play overall. Outshot the Rhinos tonight. We'll recap those details when we get the official score sheet. But again, Deli coming up big. Callaway will be happy. One of those rehearsed plays from the corners where they have set runs. Deli made the near post run from a far post area, glanced the ball past the keeper, got his fingertips on it, but he couldn't stop it. It was a powerful header. It nestled in the side netting, and the Rhinos win the game 1-0. We will recap player of the game. We'll talk about the sub of the game and the play of the game, which will be the goal, after the short commercial break.
We are back here in Miami where the Rhinos won tonight 1-0 against Miami FC. The Blues, if you will, and they are feeling the blues right now, Miami. With Matthew Ford on post-game call-in show 346-3000. Soccer San Francisco did the best I could the last couple games, filling in for Don Stevens, doing the Amherst thing, Joe Giuliano on a family trip, and Brian Quarter doing via satellite on the Longo Satellite Communications Network. But I'm told that Brian Quarter is with us right now. Brian, are you there?
Yes, I am, Sammy. Good evening. Hi, buddy. I'm at Ford. I am at the Blue Plush Arena for tonight's American Hockey game. It's a 1-1 score now after 2 periods complete. It's been a good game here, but Sammy, congratulations on your play-by-play debut. I've heard that you did it before, but I don't remember when you did the play-by-play before. Everybody from the part of the Rhinos organization that's hiring you and Matt Ford. And you know what? I can't just wait till May 4th on the opener.
May 4th, Brian, against Vancouver. It's going to be fantastic. You better be there. Hey, good luck to your Amherst. I hope they go on and they win it all, baby. And say hello to all the boys over there, all right?
Yeah, and I'm going to be there, Jimmy, because you know that's 2 days after my birthday, so...
oh, it is? The home opener is right after your birthday?
Yep, 2 days after my birthday.
All right, Brian. Hey, if I don't get you a gift, I thought about it. All right, buddy? It's a thought that counts.
Yep, bye-bye.
Thanks, buddy. Well, Matthew, we got the final stats finally, I think, right?
Yes, we do. We have some final stats. Obviously, the scoreline 1-0. The Rhinos, 70th minute goal by Delicat off an assist from Manyonga. Shots in the game officially 10 for the Rhinos and 10 for Miami. Rhinos had 7 shots in the second half to Miami's 2. First half it was Miami 8 shots and Rhinos 3 shots. So you can see the swing of play there. Total domination by the Rhinos in the second half. Scott Vallow was credited with 8 saves, 6 in the first half, 2 in the second half, and keeps his first shutout of the year. Doyle in goal for Miami, credited with 2 saves, both in the second half. Fouls in the game, 20 against the Rhinos, 11 against Miami. 31 total fouls in the game, shows you what a choppy game it was. Offsides, 2 for the Rhinos, 2 for Miami. And corner kicks, 7 for the Rhinos and 2 for Miami. Cautions in the game, there were 5 yellow cards given. Stephen Shirley Black in the 5th minute. Aloisi for Rochester in the 83rd minute. Actually, that was Kenny Bertz. I'll correct this score sheet. Bonsu, 85th minute, after his altercation with Fraser, who was also booked in the 85th minute. And in the 62nd minute...
looks like Lions, maybe?
Not sure who that is on the... It looks like Lions in the 62nd minute. So 4 cautions for Rochester, 1 for Miami. And Scott Valla wins his first win of the season. The Rhinos get their first 3 points. Attendance isn't listed on this, but we about 1,000, Sam?
1,000. I mean, rainstorm coming. I mean, it's bad out here too, man. They're having a tornado in Richmond. I heard Rochester's having a snowstorm. We got to do some things though. We got to do some legal stuff here. Let's talk about this. Call the game, baby.
I would say it's got to be Coach Laurie Calloway's call to make 4 substitutions at the same time and change things a little bit. Put 4 guys in the game with 25 minutes to go. Really gave Miami something different to deal with, and I think some of those plays made a difference. Wyman was very energetic. Martinez linked well with Daly. Danny Kramer did a lot. Josh Bolton did that holding role defensively, and I think that's got to be the call of the game is Coach putting those players in.
I like it, and it gave T-Bone a chance to go back, and then T-Bone did his thing. It was good stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, Stephen Shirley at left back, his legs were real heavy. He was struggling a little bit, having played so well in Puerto Rico. And, you know, we had the ability to move Scott Palguda to left back and drop T-Bone back. So it worked out well.
All right, you know, before we do the rest of the legal stuff, I got to do something. Can we do something here? Could we talk to the assistant coach, Euchre? Euchre, come on over here, Euchre. Here, this is how we do it here.
Euchre, good to have you on the show. First 3 points for the Rhinos. It's got to feel good to get your first win in a Rhino shirt.
Oh, it was fantastic. Oh, we're finally getting the taste of win. Won't be the last one.
It's probably one of those victories you say we ground out in the end. It wasn't a pretty performance. Probably outplayed by Miami in the first half, but we found our feet and we created that chance, and Deli buried it, and nothing less than he deserves for his hard work in over 2 games.
Oh, he was great. He worked his absolutely tail off, and like most of the guys did, we said in the half time that we have to start pushing forward a little bit and put more pressure on the backs. That's what we did, and they created chance after chance. I think we had 6 corners in the second half.
Yeah, we did. We outshot them 8-2 in the second half, and the corners were 4-1 in the second half. We had 7 total corners. They had 2, so you can see the swing of play, and probably the wind had a lot to do with that. Difficult conditions for the players. Talk about that.
Well, the field was actually very nice, but it's like a golf course out there. You know, the ball was skipping, really, really tough to control on the ground because of the rain. But the boys adjusted well in the second half, and I think we were the better team in the second half overall. I
think we were, and obviously a great win after the disappointment of losing, having played so well in Puerto Rico, but to come here less than 48 hours later and put in a real gritty performance has got to feel good. So congratulations to you and Coach. Good to have 3 points to take back to Rochester. And congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thanks.
I like that guy. I like that Euchre. Euchre Massillon. Am I saying it right, Euchre? Oh, you better believe it, man. Well, I thought he's a new assistant coach of the Rhinos, replacing legendary coach Willie Fitzpatrick, who retired recently. If you haven't been following the Rhinos, just tune in. The Rhinos just won 1-0 in Miami. Oh, we just did the play of the game was all the substitutions. And I gotta agree with that. I guess that was probably the Paytech Communications. I'm sorry, that was the Axelius Blue Cross play of the game was the coach's substitutions. Now what I need from Mr. Ford is the Paytech Communications call of the game. Did we just do the call of the game?
That was the call of the game we did.
So the call of the game is the coach going in. All right, give me the play of the game.
Well, for me, there's 2. Well, it is, but there's two. You know, I think T-Bone's bicycle kick in the 6-yard box was the defensive play of the game. And obviously, Menyonga's corner, and I've got an update here. It wasn't Delia that got his head on the ball. You could just confirmed, and I know it's hard for us to see, but Kenny Bertz got his head on the ball. Kenny Bertz scored the goal tonight in the 70th minute.
Really? Doesn't Deli know who scored? I mean, what's wrong with him? I don't understand these guys. I was confused. I couldn't tell either. I think I said Bello. I gotta listen to the thing. I saw a defender coming out of nowhere into the box, but Euchre, the assistant coach, just confirmed that. I guess Kenny Bertz now. All right, Jeff DeVeronica, calm down. We think that Kenny Bertz got the official goal. We're going to look in the next break. I have the video here somewhere. All right, so that was the play of the game, I guess. the power trip player of the game. Can we do a tie? Kenny Bertz and Daly, maybe?
It probably should be, because Daly has worked his tail off for 180 minutes. He really has put a lot of work in the off-season. You can see he's fitter, he's stronger, he's bigger. He holds the ball up well. He wins things in the air. And he was just a real solid player for 180 minutes. And Kenny at the back, obviously a clean sheet, is great. And he popped up and got his head on the ball. So that's fantastic. So we'll share that tonight between Kenny Bertz and Matt Delicate.
They both got to share a 12-ounce bottle of Power Trip now. We'll see if we get them a straw or something. But and now the Distillery Pellegrinos. This is the toughest one for you tonight, Mr. Ford. The sub of the game. I mean, a lot of subs went in at the same time. What substitute had the most impact out of those four guys going in? And would you call the Pellegrino/Distillery sub of the game?
It's probably got to be Ray Martinez. He had the most touches on the ball. He was very smart when he got the ball. He understood we had to kill the clock in the last 5-10 minutes, and he did that very effectively. He took the ball in the corner. He held it up well. And he bought us some time, and he's a smart player, and he knew what to do. It wasn't necessarily there to come in and score a goal or go for goal. Once we had the lead, he kept the ball well. He got fouled. He won his free kicks. He won his throw-ins, corners, and probably the most effective sub we had out there.
All right. There you heard it. Ray Boom Boom Martinez, the sub of the game. Here it is, baby. We are going to go to break right now. I want to hear from you callers. 346-1000. Some of you are disappointed the Rhinos lost Friday night, despite the fact that they totally outplayed Puerto Rico. Tonight, you heard the coach say it, you heard Matt Ford say it, former pro soccer players. The Rhinos dominated play in the second half, winning this game 1-0. What do you think? What do you think of all the changes in the offseason? Give us a call, 346-1000. You're listening to Rhinos Broadcast Network somewhere. We are back live in Miami, Florida, where the Rhinos beat Miami FC tonight, 1-0. You give us a call here on the postgame show, 346-3000, or if you're long distance, it's free here, 1-866-552-1009. That's 866-552-1009. So if the Dean of Soccer, Alex Loy, who's celebrating his birthday in Florida, who refused to come to the game because of the weather, give us a call, please. Let's go now to our second caller of the night, I believe. It's Joe. Welcome, Joe. How are you?
How are you, Sam? Congratulations, and you and Matthew on the broadcast. Congratulations on the Rhinos for the win, and looking forward to Vancouver.
Yeah, the home opener is going to be big on May 4th. Joe, 454 kick. All you people out there, you got to get those season tickets. But Joe, I mean, listening to the game, maybe I was struggling with describing it the way I should have. But what did you think of play?
Sam, the play was it was great. You were great. You described the whole thing very well, and I think that Don Stevens got worried.
I don't know. Don Stevens would get the goal scorer right, I think. So we're not going to give up our day jobs.
Well, I think you can give them half a goal to each. I think the Bertz scored the goal.
I mean, the most confusing thing about it all, though, is we have both players on. One doesn't admit he scored, and the other one goes along like he scored. So
yeah, I heard Delicate said that he scored.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they both thought they headed it. Maybe one got punched in the head, thought it was the ball hitting them. But, hey, Joe, here's the deal. When I'm called official job security, when anybody needs someone to replace them for a couple of days or a week, they have me do it. That way they know there's no way at all they're ever going to lose their job.
Well, I hope you guys can make it back over here tomorrow. The snow is not here yet, but they say it's coming. So,
that's what we heard. Now, Joe, you're part of Soccer is a Kick in the Grass, the longest-running soccer show in the history of America, and the oldest show due to Charlie's age. But you guys start Monday night, 6:30 on WYSL in Rochester, New York, and on the web at YSL1040.com, right?
That's correct. Tomorrow night from 6:30 to 7:30.
All right.
We'll be talking to the Rhinos. We'll be talking to the coach and the players and others, of course. So we're looking forward to that.
Well, Joe,
and,
thank you so much.
We look forward to more victory for the Rhinos.
Well, Joe, this team is for real, man. Puerto Rico was a fluke accident. I'm telling you, you're going to see the real deal. And all you fans, May 4th, you got to be out there. Get ready for the big one. And Matthew, we're going to say goodbye to Joe. What do you think?
Well, we'll talk to you tomorrow night, I hope.
Yeah, we look forward to that. Thanks for calling in, Joe. We'll speak to you tomorrow night.
All right, very good. Bye-bye. Have a safe trip back.
Thank you, Joe. We're going to try to stay here in Florida because of the weather conditions. I'm going to try to get Matthew to let us stay here for a couple more days. I got to get the rest of my back. I had the braids put in my back hairs. It hurts a little bit. What do you think? You want to touch them? No, stop. 346-1000, 1-866-552-1009. If you want to talk to the big boss here of the Rhinos, the Executive VP, Mr. Matthew Ford, give us a call. Tell us what you thought of tonight's game. The Rhinos off-season changes, 4 quality players joining us, and a lot of key guys returning. We'll be right back here on the Rhinos Radio Network with our final break of the night. We are back live in Miami, Florida, where the Rhinos won tonight, 1-0. And I tell you, I had my 5 top players of the game. Can I tell you who they are?
Go for it, Sam.
Obviously, Scott Vallow. I thought twice he came out, did some great things. Second player of the game for me was Kenny Bertz, who we think scored the goal. My third player of the game was Scott Pelguda. My fourth player of the game was T-Bone Tenoa Bansu. And my fifth player of the game was the guy that you thought scored the goal. And I think he might have scored the goal too. At least he thinks he scored the goal. Matthew Denicott. Those are my 5 top. Now, if you had to pick your 5 top, where would you go with it?
I would agree with a lot of that, Sam. Vallow, obviously, clean sheet, 0 at the back, did a good job. Big saves at big times, kept us in the game. Kenny Bertz scoring the goal. Scott Pelguda was a rock back there. I'd probably put Chris Aloisi as well. Did a very good job. T-Bone played well. Probably didn't play as well as he did against, or has played against, Zinho in the past. Zinho got a lot of the ball tonight, and I think part of it was the conditions and T-Bone's ability to change direction quickly and stick with him. So I don't know that I'd have T-Bone in there, but Deli and Menyonga were very creative for us. Did a lot. Most of our attacking play came through those two. So, a lot of your choices. I'd throw Menyonga in there too. Aloisi.
All right. So do I get to, keep my job? Maybe not this job, but
Sam, you were my announcer of the game. You were my play-by-play announcer of the game.
I was dying, though, for a while, guys. I couldn't do it. You were just rolling with it. I was struggling. I was like, my throat, my eyes, I don't know. I tell you, I give Don Stevens and Joe, when they do it, a lot of credit. This is a tough job.
Yeah, they can keep this job. We'll be back in emergency situations, but, it's fun, but, we'll let the professionals handle it.
Man, a little shout out to the Andrew Schmidt, the equipment manager for the Rhinos, kind of helping us out on this broadcast, getting the coach lined up, which is unique, pregame and halftime, and he helped us with the halftime interviews. I just asked him, and he said it definitely was Kenny Bertz with the goal. So that's official. For those of you that have to report something in the paper or on the website, it's definitely Kenny Bertz with the goal. And I think that's about it. They want us out here. They want to close this press box. Unfortunately, we got to cut this a little short here tonight. Just want to thank you for this opportunity. I had fun. It was great hanging out with you for the last 3 days.
It has been fun, Sam. I've enjoyed the trip. I'm glad the Rhinos are heading back with 3 points. There's going to be a lot of clubs that play their first games and second games of the season, while the Rhinos have a 2-week break in the league season. Rhinos' next game is on May the 4th, so hopefully the 3 points keeps us near the top of the table.
So May 4th, 4-5-4 kick. Now, you said something on Friday night about a possible surprise in May. Is there anything you could give me? Anything? Just a little something? Is it? Because, we've got a lot of soccer nuts out there. They think I'm making this up.
No,
they're going to have to go through therapy again.
I know you're not making it up, Sam. We've been working on a big announcement that we have to make this week. It's a game coming to the stadium, and it's going to be big news for the soccer world. So we've got some business, loose ends to take care of Monday and Tuesday. Hopefully, middle of the week or end of the week, we'll be making an announcement.
All right. Well, hey, I want to thank some people out there. I want to thank Team Ripper, Craig and Justin, for doing their part. My two allies who helped us get all this stuff ready here for our trip, and obviously our two producers there in the WYSL studios in Rochester, New York, Bob D'Angelo and Nikolai. And Matthew, thank you again.
Thanks, Sam. It's been a pleasure.
For Matthew Ford, this is Soccer Sam telling you, have a great, great soccer weekend. And if you can, feel it, baby. Feel the kick for life.
Salvatore's Pizza, we deliver everything but babies, and now you can order Salvatore's famous full menu delivery online. Go to 234-5555.com, and Salvatore's will deliver to your home, office, business, or school. 234-5555.com. Salvatore's online ordering brought to you by MicroWorks Computers and Spinning Webs, our website provider. 234-5555.com. Salvatore!
234-5555.